not bad. It's been working. Trying to keep out of trouble, setting up D&D nonsense.
Lovely.
Streamed a little bit of the other game I'm running at the moment. Just 'cause we decided to start doing that as well, seeing as I got the setup.
Yeah, fair.
Those guys are trapped in time at the moment. They blew up a Violet Hold-esque prison that was like in a pocket dimension, as you do. And
Of course.
it exploded, scattering them across time and space. And one of them had to go like the long way around to meet up with them because he's a ageless keg and can just like park himself in a wall for 1,000 years. And then, yeah, their pub's been invaded, and like, you know, it's bad news bears. They've been missing for sort of 50 years. And then they discovered a chrono mage to take them back. They're going to go back to the future, or back to the past, I guess,
I like it.
and try and like undo all the fucked up shit.
DeLorean?
Oh, they've got a TARDIS.
They got a DeLorean.
They've effectively got a TARDIS.
I believe it's technically called going forward to the past.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Time is always in motion for you, just maybe not the things around you.
Let's see if I've got. I need to actually work on my file sorting systems here, because I think I put in like a bunch of sounds for some of their stuff, like whenever they travel, of course, it's like the sound of the TARDIS. One guy's got a magical gauntlet that lets him cast Compel Duel, and every time he does, it goes, "It's time to duel." Where is this? Here we go.
Good. Good.
That's what everyone needs.
Alright, I'll try call the camp. What's his name again? Fucking Gamble. No answer from me. Yeah, he's probably got his phone down. He's either having a bong or cooking dinner.
So I am live.
I apologize for that.
That's alright.
Well,
It's only my mum who tunes in.
G'day, Mum and Dad.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mum. Dylan, you're obnoxiously loud. Turn you down.
Am I? 1 second. I'll fix that.
Oh, and Emma's watching. Hi, Emma. Thanks, babe, for the green tea.
How's that, Aaron?
Much darker.
Because I opened up my webcam software today. Resets
yeah?
my audio.
Alrighty. Got 5 minutes while I finally sort out this nonsense. So, did you work out where Tali's gonna become? What kind of druid he's gonna become?
I'm thinking the shepherd.
Shepherd.
Shepherd of his flock, yeah.
But he has got that little wolf friend.
Yeah.
The other thing which I'll mention before we fully get started is the other thing I want you to do is go into your in D&D Beyond, go into the cog thing again, and go into just edit character.
Yarp.
Go into the home one where it has character preferences like milestone, advancement type milestone, hit point type manual.
Mm-hmm.
Set hit point type to manual. I think before I put it as fixed or something.
Fixed, yeah.
Change it to manual. So what we're going to do is you get your first level, you get max health on the hit die. And then every level after that, we're going to get you to roll your hit die to see what your new hit points is going to go up by.
You could have more, you could have less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will let you re-roll ones on this, so it isn't, you're not super fragile, right? But it adds a little bit of element of randomness to it.
I rolled a 1. It seems like I only roll ones unless it's the bot, and then I just fucking just punch him down.
So for druids, yeah, and then after you've rolled in Foundry, we'll go to the class one, and it lets you sort of manage your HP, and you'll enter what you rolled in there essentially. All right, for those of you just joining us, we're about to get ready, get started soon.
What did you need us
we're just waiting on one more member. We should be ready to go by 7:30, but please let us know if you're here in the chat. Say hi, and I'll chat to you in a sec. So I muted you to talk to chat. What's up?
What do you need me to roll for add-on to my health?
You've got Bard, yeah?
Yep.
So it's whatever your hit dice value is. What is that?
Hit. Is that hit DC?
No, it's a D8 hit die. So how much health you heal when you roll a hit die. So yeah, so you need to roll a D8.
Just the D8?
Yep. So /roll or /R space 1D8. Not bad.
Oh.
Bit of an average. The Grimsbanes.
Yeah. Well, it's better than a 1.
So if you go back into manage class or manage levels, I guess in D&D Beyond, there's a manage HP button sort of in the top right there, and I want you to add 8 plus 4.
It says hit dice 2d8.
Yeah, because you're level 2, you have 2d8.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the first one I'm giving you max, and then everyone after that's rolled.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 4, 12, so bump that down to 12. The rolled HP, and then you get the plus. It'll just add in the +4 from the Constitution modifier each level, and that should be your new hit point health thing.
Alright, so I'll be on 16. Awesome.
Do we all need to do them?
Yeah, if you could.
What was it we're typing again?
So if you go into edit character and go to the home, or like
we're all doing 4.
And doing rolled hit dice. If it's not already like that.
D8.
So everyone hit point type manual, yeah, that's right. So roll 1d8 as well, right? So slash... You got to put a space after the roll. Cool. So yours will be the same. 8 plus 4.
How do you do the other rolls? Are they like you just type in D whatever, is it?
Slash R space D100 you could do.
What's the 2,000 out of 900 thing on my character sheet?
Oh, that's your XP.
Okay.
Although we're not really working with XP, so I don't know why it's in there. I've probably just left the setting on. But we can start doing XP if you'd prefer that, and like it'll be XP of the things you kill.
Milestones is easier.
Yeah, like milestones. I like to do when you kind of get to an appropriate point in the story, you level up.
Yeah.
If you're happy with that, we'll continue with that.
I just changed it on the lake testing. I just changed my points in the thing.
That's
as
cool.
well, just to make it easier for you.
Yeah, excellent.
Hey Aaron, did you read the latest chapter of One Piece?
Always, baby.
Fuck, good.
Oh, brother. Insane, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The next chapters can't come quick enough, I say.
Yeah, well, they took a week off as well because it's like a Japanese holiday.
See how it is. I'm not even on your stream list. Got everyone else.
What do you mean? Oh, wait, yeah. God damn it! I actually updated that overlay today to get rid of Kokoro.
I'm just fucking with you.
It's alright.
He's not. He's actually really upset about it.
He's upset, but you know we could just kick Dylan when Dylan dies again.
Ain't gonna happen now.
We should just kick him anyway, even if he doesn't die.
I mean, I'm not fussed at this point. I'm pretty tired. You'd be doing me a favor at this point.
I still need to.
Well, we wouldn't want to do that.
Shut up, idiot. That wasn't to you, Timmy. That was to Ryan.
What? Because it's true.
Shut up, idiot.
So we went with Circle of the Shepherd for Tally.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, cool. Just importing it onto your sheet now. Cool. You get a spirit totem. Yeah, you do. And other stuff. Cool. That should all be in there. And we'll assume Callum's not coming, so we could probably kick Callum off the stream at some point as well. But
Coward, hiding from us.
let's get started.
Oh no, there seems to be a accident
He'll
that has
get back
happened to
like 20
Brath. Brath combusted.
All right. When last we left our heroes, they had taken on a job. Let's actually look at the world map here. They'd taken on a job on the Sword Coast, south of Neverwinter. They decided to start working for a dwarven family, the Rock Seekers, cousins of the Grimsbane clan. And this ragtag group of adventurers had one very simple task, which was deliver a bunch of party supplies to a small town called Fandolin. And the Rock Seekers, specifically Gundren, had an idea that he's found like the perfect spot to throw a bush doof. And it's got the best acoustics. There's a setup area for your food tents and everything. And
Toilets with shelves in them.
Toilets with shelves in them.
Exactly.
The
Toilet.
potable water, obviously hugely important. It's nearby a town, so you can always duck into town to go get supplies. But some of the major stuff he needed you to bring is on the cart. Obviously, he needs to lay the groundwork. He's heard about Fire Festival, doesn't want it to be like that. and it wants to actually put in the good work, and wants to get you lot in on the ground floor. But disaster struck on the road to Fandolin. You discovered the ruined, the murdered horses of Gundren, his bodyguard Sildar, and their friend Carlos. Upon investigating further and following tracks from these goblins up north a little bit into their hideout, which I think you can see if you look on the sort of notes tab in this system. You can see that they found a cave, the Cragmaw Hideout, inside run by a bugbear named Clarg, and his lieutenant Yemek. Carlos and Sildar and Gundren had been kidnapped and sort of held against their will. Carlos maybe not forced to do terrible things to survive, and at some point Gundren was actually taken away by sort of they would soon learn a hobgoblin contingent, and taken to be tortured, and maybe even for the hobgoblins to learn where this sick party cave or party cove is going to be. Upon rescuing Carlos and Sildar in a pretty bad way, they did lose their friend Raykan. Friend as colleague, I guess, would be the more appropriate term. But in doing so, they met a big guzzling Goliath named Ymir. From there, they decided to lick their wounds a little bit, camp on the side of the road, and that's where we find ourselves this morning, as the Tatts and Tarasques team hang out, gathering their wits, making sure everything's packed, back onto the wagon, the stolen supplies that they had recovered from not just Gundren's horses, but it seems like a number of supplies that had been waylaid by these goblins earlier. They sort of came and loaded that on their wagons as well, and I believe they were headed towards town at the insistence of Sildar. Cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Exciting. All right.
Now, is there? We'll go over things. This is sort of still all beginner D&D. We'll go around and just re-describe our characters just in case. It's been a whole week since we've seen you all. Let's go top to bottom on Discord here. We'll start with Aaron.
The name is Thorindir Grimsbane, young dwarf and heir to the Grimsbane fortune. He struck out to spread the name Thorindir throughout the land and earn his right to a place atop of his throne.
And what is it? Thorindir is a dwarf. Is he obviously dwarvish?
Oh,
obviously
dwarven
bardish?
bard.
Yeah. Excellent.
Very short.
Next up, we've got Dill.
I am Ymir. Hulking giant of a man. Some would say a Goliath. Because I am a Goliath.
Not any girl and speak with you.
I will smash that little rock piece of shit that keeps talking with my penis.
Okay.
Promises.
I'll threaten you with a good time all day. Let's go.
So, Ymir, as he said, a Goliath brandishing a large battle axe, and standing what, sort of 7.5 feet tall.
That's some hefty rock smashing like meat.
Yes. with 7.5 feet tall with a meat cock that will break rock.
And a shock of red hair.
Not on his
White
head either.
hair.
Not on his head.
Oh yes, that one is red. From smashing rocks. I'm not sure whether it be blood,
Does the foot hair match
Or
the
just
drapes? I guess.
No, the hair on my head, I was so shocked at one point that it went white and never came back to
Cool.
normal color.
All right, JR.
So basically, the name's Towie. I'm a self-aware, genetically enhanced RG400 smart towel. Yeah, pretty much about it, really. And I'm a druid class. And yeah, I've got some pets and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it so far.
Excellent. All right. Timmy.
My name's Paulie. I am a beautiful parrot-looking Aarakocra. I travelled many, many seas as the companion of a giant pirate, eventually trying to escape his grasp because you can only.
Sorry, run that by me again.
Did we lose Timmy?
I think we lost Timmy.
Sorry, my fucked up. You can only eat so many giant crackers before you get sick of this flavor. So I escaped with my little drunk mermaid friend and joined up with this crew here.
Excellent. And Ryan.
Is it? Careless is the name, sex is the game, yes.
Just it does. And what does Carlos look like? Describe him for us.
What?
Describe the little sex column.
Rock Goblin's good at taking pounders, yes. Shapeshift into animals. Traveled with gypsies and circus folks. Taught me sleight of hand. Now you see it, now you don't.
So creepy.
So good.
Ooh, terrifying.
All right, cool. So bright and early in the morning, you'll head out to get back on the wagon and head on to. It's a little bit overcast. There's sort of a slight drizzle, but mainly it's fair sailing on these grassy seas, and we head back to. You continue your journey to Fandolin. It's another sort of day and a half before you get there. But when you arrive, actually, wrong Fandolin.
We've got all the party goods, don't we? From that cave, right?
Yeah. You got.
Load up the wagons.
Let me set you up here. Sorry. In the center of town, I think Paulie, you're here. You got Carlos, Ymir. Why is he so big?
Wow.
Yes, we know.
Keep him that size. He's that big from now on.
Let's go.
I feel like Dylan's probably like gone in there and messed with some settings. He's
I
like,
didn't mess with shit.
Did you change the size?
Yeah, but I changed it back.
Look,
I was trying to make him like the tiniest bit bigger,
Can I do the same?
just to show sheer
Whoop.
size,
There you go. See, I did the same thing.
and it went massive.
look, you're playing with it and it went massive. We get it.
It happens, right?
Yeah, I'll put you at. Can
Always happens to me. Playing with it.
Hey, there we go.
There you go. You're slightly bigger now.
G'day, lads.
Maybe you need to play with it a bit more.
Someone spit on it. Spit in my mouth.
All right.
I'm hiding from the spit. Too much spit.
So you're in town. Let me describe the town. Let me paint a word picture for you. I'm just gonna take out some of my adjective brushes here and just get painting.
I thought you were going to use Microsoft Word to paint.
Dude, is that a
Oh,
weed?
Really
Are these
excited.
weed crops?
We'll get there. So the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Fandolin. Oh. God damn it. Cool. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More ruins, crumbling stone, walls covered in ivy and briars surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up at you as you approach, but all mostly return to their business as you go by. This is quite the frontier town. There's a lot of logging going on. There's a lot of carpentry. Some of these buildings are still being built, but the town certainly has an inn, and Sildar seems sort of much more at ease now that you've gotten to town. And he says, let's secure lodgings. The local inn is quaint, but it'll do the purpose.
Did you hear that, yeah? Seems our destination is the local watering hole. Shall we ready our gullets?
I went the wrong way.
And this one, beers. Beers.
Good evening, fine innkeep. We are but weary travelers looking to wet our whistles and rest our willing heads. Could I have your finest servings of ale, dear barkeep?
So you enter into sort of the largest building in town. It's a newly built
Sit at the bar,
roadhouse.
boys. Come on.
It's got sort of a fieldstone base. A couple of locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them sort of eyeing you with curiosity, especially as you sort of burst in so loudly. You see a gentleman behind the bar, sort of a young-ish, fresh-faced lad, doing what typical bartenders do, obviously, between wiping down the bar itself and polishing a glass. He is practicing the occasional, flipping glasses and tumblers as he goes to pour drinks. A little bit of flair.
Is there a shop here in this town?
You ask the bartender.
Yes.
He says, "Hey lads, welcome to the Stonehill. I'm Stonehill. Yes, there is a shop in town. We got Fandalin's got everything you need. You boys gonna be staying long in town, or just passing through?"
Beers.
Stay for the
We
night.
will be staying for the night, gather our weary heads, get some information, and get some ale. So what do you say, barkeep? Can you pour us a glass?
Oh, of course.
7.
He says seven coming right up, and starts going crazy with it. And he says, "Unfortunately, we've only got a couple of things on tap here. Nothing crazy special. But
Kolsch.
Beer and shots of Jack. Let's go.
yeah, there's a whiskey, there's a cider, there's a beer, and then he's got the he does say that he's got a bit of that special brew he's been working on, but that's it's for regulars, and gives you a bit of a wink.
Well, I guess we have to drink till we're nice and regular.
Indeed.
And I then ask. I'm still asking. But on to quick bit of business there. Have you heard any encampments around here that are taking travelers on the road?
He says, at first he actually, you guys starting up a tab, or are you just going to pay as you go?
We'll definitely start a tab.
He's mine. Definitely. He's mine. Heir to the fortune is buying.
Cool. So you guys open up a tab?
Yep.
Excellent. And you were asking about sort of any... you asked about... So...
He said he's got everything here.
yeah, so we've got...
later. Beers.
So there's a shop just across the way. That's Barthen's Provisions. Barthen's got all the basic tools you need, basic weapons.
Just here.
It's over here on. He points like it's the building next door.
Ah, right, cool.
In fact, let's just zoom out here a little bit.
I can't go in there.
Yeah, I need to make that a real door, but that's fine. Cool. He also says that there is a there's a trading post nearby as well that can trade in sort of other goods. There's also the miners exchange. So if you boys are doing any digging while you're in town, any panning or anything like that, that's usually a place where you can kind of bring any of that stuff that you find, and they'll usually give you a pretty good price. We got a smithy. We say Barthen's Provisions, the Alderleaf Farm if you want some fresh food. The Orchard. Eldermath's got sort of a grow operation over to the west there, across the river. I mean, there's also the rival tavern, but we don't really talk about them all that much. And you fine sir, you asked about the roads, was that right?
So we came across a dreadful sight of slain horses, and part of my dear cousin, his party was suck on and sold to later hobgoblin and goblin trade. Have you heard of any encampments nearby or strongholds?
He says, "Oh, look, no, I haven't really heard about any goblins or hobgoblins. We've been, just dealing with local, community issues mostly. Our problems are a little bit more human."
Very well.
One of the guys at one of the tables overhears your conversation though, and says, "I haven't heard of orcs. I haven't heard of goblins, but orcs have been seen out the east end of the Tribor Trail. The townsmaster, the mayor, the alderman's looking for someone to run them off. Probably pay a pretty penny."
Well, where can I find this alderman?
Just
Do we really need money though? Do we need money? Do we need to waste time?
Let's get the dialogue out the way, and then I can sink my gullets into this delicious ale.
he says that a couple of buildings. He sort of gives you directions. A couple of buildings back to the east. You'll find the townmaster's hall up there.
Capital, good friend. Shall we partake in a casual bartering of drinking competition?
Yeah, he's. I just heard the crack. Brilliant.
What say your party versus mine? Me, Kalesh, Tally, and Ymir versus your best.
He sort of sizes you up and also the Goliath. And he says, "And what odds are you going to give us, friend? Seems you're sort of 3.5 men here."
Well, why don't we put a good 5 gold on the line?
My wife will kill me if she catches me gambling again, but it's not gambling if I'm going to win.
Ha ha ha! Well, boys, I hope you're thirsty.
So you're going to organize a drinking competition. Loser pays for the drinks, I guess. With a
70, let's go.
with a bit of gold on top.
Well, yeah, they game.
I think I think they're game.
How do you want to play the game, Mr. DM?
That's an excellent question. I think we'll probably end up doing a skills challenge. So skills challenges, we're going to go through sort of like in combat in initiative order. You're going to describe to me how what you're doing as part of the challenge to kind of aid your team in the challenge, and then then you'll roll a skill, and you have to hit a certain target. If you get 3 failures before, we'll say, 10 successes, then you lose the drinking competition. And I'm going to set the DC ahead of time, so we're going to have a DC of... It's probably not going to be too hard. I'm going to say a DC of 11. Yep. Other rules are you can't use the same skill twice in a row. So you can't... When it comes back to your turn, you can't use the same skill. And also, you can't use the skill the person before you just used.
Now, is this 11's a pass or is 11 a fail?
11's going to be a pass, I think. This is sort of a... Yeah. Cool. All right, so we'll go same order as we did before in Discord. So, Aaron, if you want to start us off, what are you doing as part of this skills challenge? What does Thorindir Grimsbane do to kick off the challenge? And then so describe to me the action, and then tell me like what skill that represents.
Thorindir has a... Are we all drinking? Is it just ales we're drinking in front of us?
Yeah. So the guy's busted out. He pulls it. He brings out a fresh keg, and starts filling up drinks. Stonehill knows where it's at because someone's gonna pay for these.
Yeah. So you all see like what's that Phil Collins song, like the drum solo, but like Thorindir's just tapping away on the bar top, and it's like, and then next the ale, and I'll give you a big old performance right there.
That's excellent. So that's
19, baby.
A good way to kick it off. The first, getting to the beat, and then as he starts slamming it, you can hear through the gurgling of the ale going straight down. What is it? I can hear it foaming in the air tonight. Hold on.
See him coming in his mouth tonight.
So that is one success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I
Go that beer, bitch.
pick up the barrel.
Oh fuck.
And
Oh no.
happily slam it down like it is a pint. Intimidatingly.
Mm-hmm.
Just I fucking
Oh,
dude.
you got it.
And fucking smash him.
Yeah.
Wild boys.
So these guys on sort of the other team, they're just trying to drink normally. They think they're pretty top shit, being sort of the rough and tumble crew that has the best table in the bar. And you come in with the song, and then Ymir also just sort of grabs the freshly tapped keg and sort of lifts it up with one hand and drinks from it like a giant tankard.
No. Finishes it.
Oh, finishes
like
it.
A pint.
Okay, good. And is the wipe like the back of the forearm? Like it's not even the back of the hand?
Oh yeah, it's like from bicep to like wrist.
No, he picks up fucking like.
Why
he picks
did
up
I-
like, dude.
Just
and
dead
just,
eyeing them.
Yeah, no, he picks up Tally. Picks up Tally.
I pick up towel and just dab myself, like very refined. Dab myself.
Fine dabbing,
clean.
fine dabbing.
Good.
Yes. No, that barkeep more.
Excellent. They seem thoroughly intimidated. So that's 2 successes on the board.
Better be.
Tally.
So Towie wanders up to the bar and grabs his standard size cup, and he turns around to everybody, and just as he's about to take a drink, he stumbles and he drops his beer, and he's like, "Can I get another one, barkeep?"
Yeah.
And yeah, basically his sleight of hand, or actually no, sorry, his persuasion of the to the barkeep, he kind of just talks his way into getting another one.
Okay, excellent. So there's a contentious moment where Tally drops his beer, and there's a bit of like, all right, that's a foul. You're gonna lose point. You lose points in that in this kind of drinking competition that way. And we'll see how Towley does to convince them that no, it's okay, I'll get another one. Oh, very strong out the gate. So everyone, he's so cute, our little Towley. Everyone's kind of like, all right, get him another one. Put a little sippy cup, put it in a sippy cup for him so it doesn't spill. You get one of the little tankards that's got the little the lid on it, so that
Yeah.
Has a little straw in the lid.
So, I neck that bad boy down with a straw and turn around
Strawpedo.
and just, show everybody that, hey, the man is in town.
Yeah.
Cow.
I'm ultra absorbent, bitches. All right, Paulie the parrot.
Oh, was I included in this? I didn't realize.
You fucking.
Oh, you can. Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
No, that's okay. I just okay. Are any of those patrons female?
Sure. Yeah.
Done. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and charm the hell out of that person, and then necking their beer.
Well, you can't use persuasion because Towley just used persuasion.
Oh, good point. All right. Shit. Okay. Let me think on it then. Maybe I'll just do a little bar top dance.
Acrobat, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
I'll do a little bar top dance.
Stole my thing.
Could have used sleight of hand though.
Nah. It's fine. I'm doing a little jig on top of the bar.
Yep. So you sort of flap your way up onto the bar and
Yep.
try and sort of like you would do on the giant's shoulders, where you would strut back and forth across each shoulder.
Yep. Cool.
Jesus.
Ah, easy.
Oh, we're killing him.
Oh, fucking hell.
So that's 4 out of 10. You going all right?
Alright.
Right.
So, because I'm already like 7-8 beers deep, I use a little, nose beer and do a medicine check. Just to make sure. I'm ready enough. I'm ready enough to smash this fucking beer, and I smash it down.
So you
A
take
bit of a gag reflex from having that little bit of too much nose beer. I had a bit of a gag reflex, but I passed fucking fine.
you you take a pinch of snuff from your snuff box, and just get ready and alert,
Exactly.
and easily. I mean, you can't. It's difficult to keep eye contact. You're not sure if you can still, or you see straight, but you
Half
almost
paranoid, half not.
yeah.
Do they know? Am I good? No, I'm fine. No, you're fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I totally did that beer. Did I do a beer? Wait,
Did I do a beer? Did he pay for that? Did I pay for that? Am I gonna have to pay for this?
Yeah, the man's never even heard of the drink.
I'm always paying for the what do they call it? The satchels.
Yes. All right. Cool. Back top of the round. Thorndeer's looking good.
Boys, we've got them frightened in their boots. And by golly, what is that? And then we haven't used sleight of hand yet, have we? We talked about it though.
No,
Correct.
Use persuasion instead.
Yeah. By golly, what's that? Do the old point in the room and then steal one of their drinks, and then neck it.
Yeah. So real power move. One guy's like he's on his he's on his 4th beer. He's about to chug it hard. He's just been handed it. He's like, oh fuck, I gotta go. And he's getting ready to sort of, he's a bit double parked, and you're able to sort of get in, grab the one he's just about to reach for, and in doing so, you've kind of messed up their train, and you're able to sort of keep going, and they're certainly falling behind.
Running a train or two.
Ymir.
I recount of a time that I once had a drinking competition against a family of dwarves. And one at that point. Bop!
Cool. All right. I'm gonna tweak it slightly because history is not stuff that you've done. History is more,
Damn it!
you know, the ancient stories. Yeah, the past. So
Alright, give me a second.
no. I like it, but the difference is going to be you think instead of like about drinking games you've been part of, you think of the old legends of the Goliaths of your ancestors, right? And the drinking games that they used to play. They used to drink
Using a dwarf as a tankard.
using a dwarf.
Jesus.
As a cocktail shaker.
Yeah, as a cocktail strainer. They're using that beard and just, and you would drink like, or they would, you know, they would drink like yak cider up in the mountains, right? The hardest of vodkas, with spices and whatnot, and you think of them and you think of them looking down upon you, and that you would make them proud, and you do kind of, you just make it.
You bring honor
Out
to
of
this, you
out of
bring
character,
honor to this.
but Josh and I have actually strained a cocktail with his beard before.
Yeah, I've been there.
Of course.
What haven't we done to each other?
I made a fucking white Russian with breast milk, so you know.
I was there for that one.
Yeah.
Hey mate, you got to do it with whatever's
Who
on,
drank it?
with whatever's on hand.
The husband of the lady who gave the breast milk.
Ah, okay. No one else got
Yeah.
to have a try?
I
And
didn't.
then when you told him,
They offered. I said fuck no.
yeah, they offered it to me as well. I said no. And then we told him it was breast milk, and the look on his face was the best thing I've ever seen.
He kept drinking it.
Rather sweet.
Let's be real. Not the brightest.
No, Bev is not. No, that's true.
No. I was trying to not use names here, and you're just like,
I know.
"Nah,
I know
So,
exactly what you're talking about. It's my
yeah,
godson's father.
Whose go is it?
it's my best friend's father."
It is yours, I think, Chow. Do we? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Towie, having that previous experience and fumbling on his first attempt, he's got down on his knees there, and he's prayed to God to you know, help him like finish this next one from this giant sippy cup, and he takes it and smashes it. Sucks it up through the straw like you've never seen anything being sucked before, and just demolishes that.
I mean,
beer.
we're friends with Carlos. We've seen some things he's done.
Perfect.
As a Towie has sucked a many a dick.
No, I thought you were just used to wipe the end of the dick after the So I
Either
use my
Charming. So you've sort of gone in deep there to the religious spirit, the spirit within, and got on your knees to pray and thought, I can do this. Excellent. All right, so we're at what's that? We just need a couple more successes and we're home, and if not dry, if not clean, winning.
Okay, is it my shot?
Mhm.
Perfect. I'm starting to feel it now a little bit. I've had about 5 or 6, and you know, like birds are quite light in general, and like we can't really fly that straight even after 2 or 3. So I'm gonna try and pour half of my beer into one of the opposing team members'
Ooh.
tankard.
Ooh, pick me.
Deception.
Pick me.
Oh, that's cool.
baby.
That's pretty
Only
just.
just pulls it off.
So you bump the table, and there's like a bit of a oh sorry, and in the process, you're able to sort of offload some of the liquid from your tankard, and make it look like that you've been drinking this whole time. Bit of a shifty one there, but I'm all about it. Where is? Cool. All right, last one. Right.
Oof. All right. What have we got?
Don't fuck it up.
I don't think you can, dude.
True.
All right.
Might not.
So, as I'm sitting here, still half high and half drinking, I go to smash an entire bottle of JD Fire. Why? Because it's in my nature. Boom!
I'll pay that.
Understandable.
Sure.
I guess that's a nature nature thing. I'm like, come on.
Look, I think it was. I think.
Is it the nature?
Well, look, I mean, I didn't give it to Dylan for his history versus just history. He gave us his
My
story.
history is history.
Fine. I smoked weed and I feel better.
No,
No, I hate weed.
no.
Damn it, can't it be nature? I like that.
I like no. Nature certainly, but I think maybe just canonically the story, and you do get it. It's not just in your nature. You're able to, you find some excellent food sort of being served that kind of adds a bit of a layer to your stomach.
Dried toast. Perfect.
Yeah,
Chicken wing.
there is some like really rich like pulled pork potato jams. But you're like, not yet. That's got to be after. Got to get some of this shit first. Get a lining in first before I go crazy. So I can finish this competition. The pulled pork can come later. Because that it would just interact poorly and you'd be donezo's. You'd be blowing chunks. So you get that dry white toast, 4 whole fried chickens and a Coke, and finish off this competition. And the rest of the or your would be challengers, sort of half of them are kind of passed out. One of them still sort of swaying, trying to look up at Ymir, and is just giving him the, "You're really tall. Just know that? Just know." Like I don't want to make a thing of it. It's not my business. But you're really fucking tall.
I pat him on the head.
Cool.
There.
So how much did you put? 5 gold on this? Was that the wager?
Yes.
Yes.
I did, it was 5.
So you come out 5 gold richer, and they pay for the beers included in the for the actual competition. They pay for the beers for sure.
Yeah. And then I go to the rest of my party members, and I said, "The copper I promised with the heads has turned to gold, boys," and I give all of us 1 gold piece each.
Lit.
Oh, what a legend. Hey, on, just,
fair man.
as I paid for it, I better grab another beer. There we go. Make sure.
Need to add more gold. Where is my gold? There it is. 1 more gold.
Cool.
Hey,
Um,
I have 11.
Fucking heaps.
During this, and you've gained a little bit of notoriety now in the pub itself.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Where's my list? One of the sort of barmaids, she tells you about, or she sees that you are obviously strong, fine adventurers. And I think Towley or Carlos, were you inquiring about the sort of the grow operation, the orchard,
I was just rolling a performance check to see if I can pull her. Does that work? Do I pull her?
Give me a. Well, yeah, I guess you're not a persuasion kind of gnome, are you? It's purely performance. It's purely shaking that money maker.
I'm gonna fuck some information out of this.
You certainly catch her eye. You and Paulie up there on the bar dancing away.
Again, Paulie?
It's just like normal.
Again? Fine.
With you two up on the bar, sort of shaking it, victorious in your thing. You've certainly caught her eye, like pretty solidly. You reckon, if you could procure a room here, or maybe procure hers, you could go do that. It's really what D&D is all about, isn't it? Seducing dragons and/or bar wenches.
Fuck yeah. what will we get out of this fucker?
Are you trying to get? Are you pumping her for information?
Oh fuck yeah. Maybe there's something about the question that she didn't want to tell us before. Tell us behind private doors.
Mate, you don't want to have to do a performance and then fuck up halfway through.
Well, that's why I got a performance check, just to make sure I was hard after that coke, was making sure I was hard still. I thought that's what the performance check was.
Isn't that when you turn around and says, "Baby, I'm a rock gnome. I'm always hard."
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. What is this doing? Go away. There we go. Cool. What is everyone else doing? Because we'll get to that. It's probably going to take you, the better part of 30 seconds to finish up.
Done.
Two pump chump. I would love to go to the shop.
Thorndeer, with Paulie, follows Paulie to look for supplies for anything our party will need.
So
I am also going.
A little bit shaky on those sea legs of yours. You go next door to Barthen's Provisions. You walk in, you sort of see that the shelves are stocked with most ordinary goods and supplies that you would need: backpacks, bedrolls, rope, rations.
Rope, you say?
It has a couple of things in here from, you think, the local smithy, some sort of basic weapons and armor. And the guy behind the bar, I wonder if I can show you. He's sort of got a bit of a bowl cut, glasses, and a beard. Let me see if I can show this to you, Barthen.
Yeah, I can see it. If I zoom in, I can see it.
Yeah, I'll put limited on there as well.
Tally, what are you doing?
So in the actor area, where you've got all your characters, you might be able to see him under the Fandolin folder as well. But yeah, you can see him if you zoom in. It's
I'm assuming this one is the smithy.
Right, owns a trading post. Yep, cool. Hello there, good sir.
We'll get to you in a sec, Dill.
Okay.
Yeah. So he says, "Oh, good day, lads. The name's Barthen. This is Barthen's Provisions. What can I get for you?"
Well, we just won some fine gold from some of your local chaps in town. We're looking to stock back up for the next few adventures we plan on.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place. I've got everything you need. We got ropes, we got shovels. What line of work are you fine boys into?
Well, do you have any medium armor there, sir?
Yeah, we can sort you out there. Anything we don't have, I can put in an order for you. We're pretty far away from Neverwinter, but I can get it. I've got the hookup. It always comes through. And
what do you have in stock, good sir?
So he shows you sort of a rack of there's some sort of basic leathers and things like that. Nothing super crazy. You see maybe like a little pamphlet. You reckon you could probably get some studded leather or something like a little bit more.
Pistols a thing in this era?
Pistols?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
There are rules for like gunpowder and stuff like that, and we can look into those. Yeah, but not you wouldn't find them. Definitely wouldn't find them in a general store.
Okay, right.
They're and most people wouldn't know what they are, right?
Right. Yeah, I was hoping to get guns.
That's an avenue we can certainly go down for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. I wanted to go like full, like, you know, pirate, have like 6 or 7 guns on my body at all times, and just throw the fucking guns on the floor as I should.
Yeah, very stealthy rogue with guns.
Yeah, guns.
I'm a swashbuckler.
For sure.
Fine shopkeep. Do you have hand crossbows at all in stock?
He says, "Yeah, let's have a look what we got here." And he shows you. He's got a couple of like light crossbows and a heavy crossbow, but no hand crossbows.
Okay. How much for the light crossbow and say a handful of bolts?
Let's see. It's got to be a price here somewhere. He says, "Well, for you, I mean, you seem like a fine gentleman. Probably call it 30 gold for the light crossbow, and I'll throw in the bolt. I'll throw in 20 bolts."
30 gold?
Yep.
Let me have a think about that there. Now, you sure I can't persuade you for a better price?
Well, times are tough, you see. We're not getting many supplies in. We've placed a couple of orders recently, but they just haven't shown up. It's look, I can get things for you for sure, but there seems to be a bit of delays and problems on the road. You understand?
What? Too well, my friend. How much for say another 50 feet of rope?
If you're just looking for hempen rope, that'll be maybe a gold piece. Get you 50 feet of rope for sure.
Yeah, I'll buy a purchase at another 50 feet of rope.
Rope we got plenty of. But look, come back soon. We should be getting some more stuff in. We placed an order, a month or two ago. I mean, which way did you boys come from?
We came up the Tribor Trail from Netherwinter.
Oh, okay. You didn't run into any trouble, I hope?
Oh, well, we came across a few certain dead horses of companions we're currently looking for. They were taken in by goblins and sold. You haven't heard any of monsters afoot taking humans or dwarves alike?
No, but the I'm sorry to hear that. Did you say your friend was? Cousin was waylaid? What's his name?
My cousin's name. Oh, shit, where's my note? Sorry.
Gundren?
Gundren, yeah.
Yeah. Gundren. Yeah, I know Gundren. I'm sorry to hear that. That he'd been captured by. Did you say bandits or
Goblins.
monsters? Goblins. Jeez. I mean, he was meant to be bringing in a bunch of supplies for us. His brothers are camped just outside of town.
His brothers encamped outside of town.
Yeah, the Nundro and Tharden Rockseeker. I haven't seen them in.
Nundro and Tharden was that?
Yeah. I haven't seen them in sort of a 10-day or so, but they should probably be coming back any day now to resupply. And I mean, if Gundren was due to come to town, then surely they'd be hanging around here for some. They might come for some news of him. He didn't mention to you any supplies that he was delivering or anything like that?
Well, he came before. He went down the trail ahead of us, you see. So
It could be those supplies we discovered in the cave.
we did pick up a lot of supplies. You're welcome to peruse our wares if you like, sir shopkeep.
Oh, okay. He sort of comes out. One of his clerks kind of comes over with a small manifest, and he's sort of going through it and going through line items, and he says, "Oh, I mean, yeah, this is some of the stuff he said he'd bring along for us. I mean, I can pay you for their delivery, of course, and you can see that, you know, Gundren gets his share. I'm sure if he when you find him, of course."
How much are we talking?
Well, it says here we're looking at. He says, "Oh, if everything's here that I'm looking at, that we'd ordered. I mean, there's extra stuff here that we didn't order. This doesn't, you know, it's got a different kind of symbol on it here. This is obviously belongs to someone else. But this and this, we give you about we'll give you 50 gold is the price we'd agreed upon."
But I mean, listen, Gundren agreed to that price, not knowing he'd be attacked. And we risked our lives to get these supplies back for you. You sure I can't persuade you to give us a bit of, let's call it, hazard pay?
Come now, there. Let's not swindle the barkeep there, Polly.
I'll
Have
take
some honor.
75.
Are you even there? Because I thought we were going to get to
I'm
you.
running across.
No.
across
No.
the way.
No. You were not there. You're looking at another area. We established this.
Yeah,
He
well,
says-
I wandered over because there's no one home at the other area.
No, well, we're going to get there, mate. We're going to get
wait,
there.
wait up.
The camera.
I wandered back over.
Yeah, well, you're not part of this conversation, are you?
Oh.
Um,
Right.
go back. Stand in your empty shrine. We'll get to you.
But I will say we did risk our life, and we also lost a companion.
Here we go. Yeah. How about you throwing that light crossbow for my friend there, and we've got a great deal.
Was this the persuasion check? Were you making that, Thorindir, just then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Yeah, he says, look, okay, yeah, we'll call it, because he's a merchant, he's a born haggler. He says, let's call it 45 and a light crossbow.
Deal.
All right. Okay. Okay. You can't really change that once someone says deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with a shrewd look, he says, you're going to be wanting to buy some crossbow bolts for that thing now?
Ha ha ha. Well.
1 gold per piece.
It's probably not that bad. Crossbow.
Don't you insult Grimsbane's fucking honor here.
You're welcome there, Thorindir.
So 20 bolts will probably cost you a gold. He's like, look, we're all friends here. We'll make it 50 silver.
Done and done.
Now you're gonna need a quiver for that as well, or?
No, I have a satchel.
All right, don't get holes in your satchel.
That hard leather case I've got.
Alright, cool. All right, sweet. We pan across.
One more thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was hoping to buy like a leather coat if you had any by any chance.
Yeah, he'd have a leather coat. Are you looking like not necessarily armor, but something to go over armor, essentially?
Over the armor, yeah.
Yeah. He can set you up for some like a leather duster that looks pretty sweet for a gold piece.
Done. I'll buy that, but I ask him to cut some wing holes in the back of it for me.
Yeah. He says, I mean, it won't be nearly dry as a bone if you do that, but we can do that for you. And one of the clerks comes over with some big scissors and sort of measures you up a little bit, turns into a tailor's shop for a little bit, for a moment there. He asks if you dress to the left or the right. and they cut open some wing holes for you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, my good man.
Awesome.
Um,
So, just to be that, what was the gold we got there? Sorry.
So you got 45 gold.
Yeah, and I paid a gold. So.
He says, look, it's good to get these supplies back in. It's been a bit rough, obviously, without supplies coming in. There's been a bit of trouble with it's a bit of a gang in town that's kind of making it hard on everyone, shaking down local businesses, that kind of thing.
Shaking down businesses? Who are these scallywags, these cutthroats?
They call themselves the Red Brands, the Red Brand Gang. And look, they're bad news. I only tell you because you're new in town, and you should steer clear of them. They're like starting fights, and they've been kind of flouting the mayor's authority here. Obviously, being a frontier town, we don't have the king's justice. It's just it's a bit Westwood, not Westwood. Deadwood out here. It's a bit Deadwood.
Right.
Cocksuckers.
How do I add
If you
things?
run into them, I'll definitely send them your regards. With a wink.
Yeah. He says, well, thank you kindly, dwarf sir. And Timmy, were you asking how can you add items?
Yeah, do I just add it to other possessions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can create a new item and then rename it, I think.
Right. Yeah, got it.
Cool. All right. With that settled, we pan across to Ymir.
Hey.
As you enter into, or you sort of knock on the door here. Let's turn this into a door, shall we? Perfect. It's a small sort of stone temple that's sort of been put together with stones taken from nearby ruins. You open up the door and there's sort of a young elven woman in here. Let me see what she looks like. Does Ymir know much about religions and stuff, or is he kind of just like he's pretty atheist?
Ymir is lost. I was looking for the smithy.
She says, "Well, this is you've come to my humble shrine of Timora, goddess of luck and fortune. So perhaps it was actually luck that brought you here, weary traveler."
I'll stop you right there. I'm going to go find the smithy. And then I walk outside and I close the door behind me and wander back off, stand in the square and scratch my head.
Yeah, you.
We never saw him again.
And then I go, oh wait, I do believe that this might be the smithy.
Yeah, you knock on the door. You sort of hear the hammering. You hear the hammer and tongs, the hammer and anvil thing as you round the corner, and there is sort of a soot laden or a soot faced dwarf sort of banging at an unfinished blade. Here, let's see if I can pull up an token for you to feel special and talk to. No, I have no dwarven tokens, my bad.
Literally put a dot there and it'll do. Yeah.
No. Wait,
Gotcha.
dwarf. You know what, we're going to put a red slide there just to fuck with you.
There we go. That's a dwarf. Oh, okay. Well, that'll do. Fantastic. Why is he so fucking big?
He's a big dwarf. He's like,
He's a fucking giant dwarf. What are you talking about?
yeah.
Mate.
It's like the dwarf in Avengers.
You're up. I'll take it.
He says, "Da, friend. You've
You
come.
there, dwarf.
Me there, yes. Big man.
Yes.
You need a
I
blade?
need
You need
the
2 blades. 5
the
blades.
biggest. Well, you are just rude.
10 blades!
I'm gonna stop you right there. What is the biggest axe you have?
He says, good wood cutting axe. Right here. For you, for you, friend. 50 gold piece.
No. Not wood cutting. Head cutting.
Ah.
Head cutting axe. Battle axe.
Well, you want one to cut heads? I don't know what this accent is going. I knew. I saw you and I thought, this man needs a headsman's axe. A big head cutting axe. I knew it. And he sort of rubs his beard, strokes his beard a little bit, and says, I can make you an axe.
How long will it take?
Give me. Well, if you want it, you can have it done good. You could have it done fast, or you can have it done cheap.
I want good.
Pick 2.
Good and fast.
Then it's not going to be cheap.
What is price?
60 gold.
Are you a gambling man?
I do not gamble with gold.
I'm not talking about gold.
Well, I do not gamble. If you have 60 gold, you have 60 gold.
I was going to say, we each take a shot of this wonderful drink that I have procured.
One shot is not worth 60 gold.
And the one that remembers taking that shot the next day shall have the axe.
Okay, let's see here. Let me fire up D&D Beyond, because it couldn't be easier. Dwarf. Just a dwarf. Shield dwarf. Alright. He says, okay, if I'll drink this if I'll take this wager, but not for 60 gold. 30. We'll call it 30.
I am not okay with that. I'll take my business elsewhere.
Good luck, finest and only smith in Fandolin.
Fuck that guy.
Fair
I'm
enough.
going back to the pub. Also, I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be back.
Cool. All right. So, Carlos, you're having quite the afternoon evening. Do you keep your ear out for anything in particular when you're, any particular pillow talk subjects that you're after in terms of rumors and knowledge?
No, I'm just worried about getting my dick sucked. Not having to suck a dick for once.
Yeah, I mean it goes quite smoothly. She's very, very spirited. Very you're not sure if she's like you're able to kind of stand on the bedside table to make it the right height. And she goes to work, and we tastefully fade to black. And then when we sort of come back, you're sort of lying in bed. She's cuddling up against you, telling you about, or sort of talking to you about how exciting it must be living this kind of adventuring lifestyle, and she's so jealous. She sees that kind of lifestyle all the time on fantasy Instagram, and like she really wishes she could go do it. But she's kind of stuck in this like nowhere town.
I'm not taking this bitch with me. Fuck that. She ain't coming.
Hey, she's already clingy, boy.
Yeah, fucking hell.
She tells you about how the Red Brands rocked up and gave shit to Stonehill, and he kind of stood up to them. They came in and kind of leered at a bunch of the women working here and the patrons and stuff like that, and Stonehill had to chuck them out. The guy who helped chuck him out, Fel Dendra, kind of helped Stonehill chuck the bad news out the door. She says that his Dendra's wife and kid have gone missing recently.
Yeah, I don't care.
She tells you about how, you're an adventurer. Well, the Darren Edemarth, the orchard keeper, he's an adventurer. Maybe you guys know each other.
Oh my god, this woman talks so much. Fuck. She has one of my dick sucked. I feel like is this like negging her into telling me more?
Yeah, the more you kind of like play aloof and
I actually just don't care.
And the more you don't care, the more she's trying to impress you with cool stories about the town.
Cool story, Hanson.
Cool. What's Tally up to during this?
So, he's kind of like, hanging out at the bar. He's some things have been playing on his mind from, the discovery of the dust of sneezing and choking. And he thinks he's got an idea to perhaps deceive somebody into snorting some of the dust. And
I mean, it's probably not a high deception check if you give it to Carlos.
Yeah, but I know there's a possibility of it doing perhaps something harmful, like more than just the average nose beer. So I walk up to the lady at the table and I offer her some of this nose beers 2.0.
Oh, this new fresh stuff, fresh from Neverwinter, kind of fell off the back of a cart. I got that preview, that early access.
That's it, man. I've got it. And so actually, can I? Yeah, no, it'd have to be deception.
Because does Tally know what it is?
No, that's the reason why he's trying to figure out, exactly what it is. He wants to test it onto somebody to see if it does anything.
Sure. Give me I guess it's like a persuasion or a deception, depending on your angle. The other option is, you can maybe like with a nature check or something like that, kind of discern what it is.
I'm gonna use a
or medicine.
I'm gonna use a perception on this. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so they get it going here, and it fails.
You give her a little pinch, and you're like watching to see what's gonna happen here. She starts sort of sneezing uncontrollably. You think maybe it sort of went up the wrong way or something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and I'm kind of there to, try and wipe away all the snot and stuff. Things are getting pretty gross, so I just kind of walk to the other side of the bar and leave out of there. never to be seen again.
Sure.
I'm still interested in trying to find somebody that can tell me more about this, though. So I'm going to head down to what I'm assuming. I don't know. What is this room down over here? Hang on. Why can't I mark it?
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. Okay, I'll just move Tally there.
Yes, you enter.
Let's see in here.
Yeah, you enter in. There's a sort of woman behind the bar here, or behind the counter, I should say. And pull up. So hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is the sign. The sign is shaped kind of like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. As you come in, you see sort of a. Actually, give me a perception check as well. Give me another one. Oh, yes. Obviously, because I'm lazy, I haven't put all the walls on all these buildings properly. Please bear with me.
You find the deed to the town. The town's built.
Yes!
It's what I was looking for this whole time. And if only I had a brain. So
No one Tally, that's what happens. He discovers shit in the most weirdest ways.
you notice the symbol above the door, this sort of wooden shield with a blue lion on it, seems very similar to the a lot of the supplies that you recovered from the Goblin Cave. The sort of markings on some of those barrels and crates.
Cool.
There's sort of a human woman behind the bar, or behind the counter, as I said.
No.
She's kind of, moving gear around and sorting things out, and gives you a sort of a bit of a nod.
Gives me a what? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, it gives you a nod.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so, being the tower that I am, that clearly makes no relevance to me, and I'm just, pondering around, and I kind of want to go up and ask her if she knows anything about this particular powder, since, we see that, that she's trading and might know exactly what this particular item is used for.
She says, and where did you find that?
Tally says I found it in some chest, a special chest locked away in a goblin-filled cave.
I see. And what did the? Because and she sort of gives it, looks down at it, sort of pokes in it with her finger a little bit, and she says, "Yeah, I've seen something like that before. Someone has ordered something like that before through us, through the guild here, and you found it in some goblin boxes. Tell me, young Master Towel, what do these boxes look like? Do they have any particular symbols?"
Towie, obviously being quite blazed at the time after producing some mad purple kush clouds, explains to the barkeep that he cannot recall, due to some minor memory loss issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, this you've got here is dust of sneezing, and in the right, some people call it the dust of choking. So you could kind of incapacitate someone with that, give them a sort of a sneezing fit, or, I mean, if you were quite persistent, you could maybe suffocate someone. It's sort of an assassin's weapon.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that, and just tell her, thanks for the information, and I just wander out aimlessly.
As you go to leave, she sort of says, "Be careful now. There's some people in this town who'd maybe try and take something like that off you. I'd steer clear of the sleeping giant if I were you."
Okay. No problem. Thanks for the information. I will make a note of that.
Cool. All right. Who's next? Do we go back to sort of Thorindir and Paulie? Actually, I'll say during this time, as you guys have been carousing and whatnot, Sildar and maybe Brath, if Brath ever comes back to play D&D with us again, have Sildar's put down a bit of coin to get a room upstairs at the inn, so he can kind of rest and relax and get his wounds sort of healed up. But before before he sort of turns in for the afternoon, he says, well, who's probably still left in the pub? I'm not sure if Carlos, have you come downstairs like to escape the nattering of this woman?
I'm just chilling with these three bitches on it.
Oh yeah, you've come over to the table and just like come back downstairs, rejoined the party as it were.
Just chilling, drinking.
Sildar comes up before sort of he says to you, Carlos, you and me, mate, we've been through the shit. I'm going upstairs, but I think tomorrow, first thing, we should maybe get some info, figure out where Gundren was taken. I mean, the way they treated us, I can only imagine how they're going to treat him, right? And we can't leave a colleague out there in the hands of some goblins, hobgoblins, whatever. I'm going to do some digging, see if we can find... Especially because he's the only one that knows where this bloody party cove is, him and his brothers. So I think maybe first light, we try and figure out where he is and try and get our boy home.
Yeah, let's talk to Groombeard or whatever his name is and figure it out.
I like to think that Carlos has no idea who any of these people are.
I'm just fucking happy chilling, fucking drinking beers, and everyone's fucking wants to have a fucking combo with me. It's like, no, man. No, we'll figure it out tomorrow. I'm like, I'm just gonna follow everyone else, and when I feel like doing whatever I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Well, it seems like you got yourself sorted. I'm gonna get a room to myself. It looks like you won't need to. And I'll see you in the morning. We'll go do a Macca's run first thing. Get some.
Fuck yes.
Cool. All right, Paulie, Thorindir, anything else?
I was thinking of also renting a room for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Come in with my bitch.
Well, renting a room, I see. Well, I guess we should rent a room for the party and get in some serious jigs going on. And Thorindir comes back into the tavern. If it fucking lets me get out this fucking door. And jumps up at one of the tables, gets a drink, whips out his dulcimer and starts singing some fucking jigs.
Go on, how's it go?
Depends on this roll, but... Mate, fucking critted that performance.
Nat
check,
20.
Nat 20, that fuckers. Fuck it. Just fucking whip out fucking... I don't know.
Yeah, dick.
Some Bon Jovi.
No, that's not a nat 20, dude. Fucking, fucking bit of fucking medieval Limp Biscuit going on. Fucking,
I was thinking more like
keep lording.
Keep rolling, yeah. Air raid, fucking urban assault vehicle, fucking just starts whipping out of this dulcimer. Fucking, boys, we're doing some serious drinking now, lads.
I thought that's that's what we were doing to begin with. I'd say as I walk back in.
Yeah, looking dejected that he didn't get a free axe. Do you
Not
already?
rejected.
Do you already have an axe?
I wanted a better one.
Oh yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, Carlos, you also have in your pack, or maybe stored on the wagon, a bunch of spare shields, armors, I think a bunch of spare weapons and shit too. Are you gonna offload them? Are you gonna vendor that shit? Vendor that trash?
Sure, can I?
Yeah. Let's see. You could probably maybe make a list of what you're gonna get rid of.
Wait, I can't see what's in that, can I?
In your inventory, because I see you've got a Morningstar, scimitar, javelin, bow, 2 leather armors, a hide armor, a shield, 2 shields. So for now, actually, there's probably going to be a bunch of stuff. So, and I don't know which ones you want to keep, right? So if you want to make a list, and then maybe offline, just send that to me, or send it to me in Discord, and I'll work out the sort of how much you're going to get from this guy, selling all that shit.
Okie dokie. Back to my bitches. Where's my bitches?
I just party away with Torrendir, drinking and tapping my feet
Fuck
to
no.
him, belting out some sick tunes.
I'm
You know
just
that
gonna
scene
chill
in like
that
Lord of the
corner.
Rings where Merry and Poppin like dancing and jigging on the table to smash a
That's
beer?
us right now.
That's us right now.
I'm doing the Aragorn, chilling
Just
up in
no
the corner.
stranger in a tavern.
Just but I'm listening to Phil Collins. Just bopping along.
But I imagine, and I don't want to make ideas for your character, but like he's just like he's bopping, but like to every second beat, like he's not fast enough to go for every beat, just because he's such a big slow dude.
No, he's just like.
Yes, good. Cool. All right. So you guys sort of party on into the night, being excellent to one another. And you get very well rested if you weren't already before.
Oh yeah, baby.
I need to get some like ambient tavern music to put into this bad boy.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's my modules, my nodules. Game audio bundle 1. I wonder if that's got some cool shit.
Ooh, can I try go find those kids?
Which kids?
The little rogue kids?
Oh no, I've just done a thing. It might refresh. What rogue kids?
Remember you were saying how there's a little gang?
Oh yeah.
Let's go beat them up.
I was gonna make friends with them and then try to plan a heist with them.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna go step on one of them.
I mean that also works.
I was just gonna duck off while everyone's partying to go find them.
It's okay. I can step on the bird. There we go. I sit on the bird so he can't leave.
Just taking over Brath's role of like making sure he can't fly.
Pretty much, except I'm a lot heavier.
You don't have a conscience of God to weigh you down.
Yeah, that too.
And plus, you're also fucking 2.5 feet on the cat.
Yeah. I will clip his wings, so to speak.
No,
So
you're
then
literally gonna clip his wings.
Then I can't do that. All right, cool.
I will get back here, bird.
So let's role play out this conversation. So Paulie at one point is like, "Hey guys, it's late into the night, maybe early in the wee hours of the morning." Is like, that little gang that we heard about? Let's go fuck their shit up. We're the best gang in town.
Paulie wants to be their friend.
Or let's show them where it's who's boss and get them to like steal some shit for us. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you do. What is Paulie's convincing of the room?
I just believe it's always good to have little henchmen, and if we really want to get this party going, we need the kids to be on our side, because no festivals, complete without some security.
I stand in the doorway.
What, Polly? Are we going to get ourselves some underlings?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm all for this here, you beer. What do you say? Would you like a little bitch to fetch your beer for you?
I already have one. He's sitting over there on the table with the other 3. As I gesture it, Carlos.
Fucking. Wait, who's sitting there by himself?
I am holding the group inside a tavern currently.
Because he can't get out of the door. But yeah.
No one else can get past me.
Let's go get some henchmen.
I do believe this might be a bad idea. But
All of the best ideas are bad ideas.
Don't all the best adventures start with bad ideas in a tavern?
But in saying that, I grab my rope, tie it around my waist, and then loop it firmly and irremovably around Paulie's foot.
I'm definitely going to evade that. If I
you gonna
can.
roll for
I don't
it?
want to be tied to anyone.
Well, we're all boys.
Yeah, let's. So, I guess it's probably.
Athletics versus acrobatics.
Yeah, I think athletics versus acrobatics. To see if you can kind of catch him and make it happen.
Oh, D-Bats.
Oh!
Oh, he did it! Fuck.
So I wouldn't say he irremovably,
I mean, there's no way that he can untie it while I am awake, because I'm keeping an eye on it.
Sure.
Not like it's permanent.
Cool. So you guys have to be within probably 40 feet of each other at all times. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's not
well,
fun at all.
it's a 50-foot
I'm fucking
rope.
super grumpy about this. I'm actually pissed at I'm pissed at you, Mir.
Yeah.
Furious.
I mean, Paulie's probably known bloody Hawk Aarakocra that have this same deal. You're just like, the next thing he's going to do is put a hood on your head. You know what I mean? And then
Yep, furious even.
lights out.
I do believe I would never hood a friend, but come on, Paulie, follow me now.
No.
Oh,
You
I'm
got me
bigger
on
than
here
you.
now, but I will escape, and I will get back. Oh, I will get you back for this.
Alright, well, come on. Let's go. That's about 30 feet. Let's go.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Thorndir quickly sees his 2 friends leaving and then chugs both their beers they left on the table and follows them.
Whoops.
Now, Bird, this is for you, the greater good currently.
I
Release you shortly. Go ahead, tiny bird.
Alright, continue. Yeah, let's go.
Cool.
All right, where are we going? I'm not leading the way. I'm just making sure he doesn't disappear.
Hold on, lads. We got to get travelers.
Yes,
Thorndir
okay.
goes, gets our drinks, fills them up, and comes back to the boys.
Okay.
There you go, Ymir, Paulie. Can't forget you there, my friend. Let's have a little wonder, boys.
Thank
Oh,
you. Dear.
Good thing I can see in the dark. Otherwise, this would be quite ambiguous.
Oh, I do believe the towel is full of
Wait,
water.
1 second. We forgot to bring a towel.
Mate, you can't go. You can't go around hitchhiking without your towel.
Hey, wait.
One
Wait,
second.
wait. Is it
Oh, am I
nighttime
still
now?
30 feet.
Yeah, it's
Rock
nighttime.
Dome.
Oh.
Carlos, you coming too? We're gonna go get some henchmen. There might be hot henchmen.
I would
Yeah,
say
will I
let
risk
the
it?
man drink, but I would say it's up to him. He's earned a break after he's been through, or what's
I'm
been
like,
in him.
trying to stick true to my character. Like,
Through
as much as I want to see what would happen, I'm like, I know I would stay here and be like, fuck y'all,
Yeah.
I'm staying with the bitches.
That's
Oh,
fine.
100%. That's good.
So I'm gonna stick to my character. Like, off you go. I'm good.
I see he's a man of culture,
Hey, wait.
just like myself. But quickly,
I
lads.
do... Wait, what time of night are we thinking it is right now?
Well, I thought it was wee hours of the morning, but it can.
I'd say probably like 4 a.m. or something. That's what I was thinking.
I can actually put time here. There we go. 4 a.m. Check this.
Okay, very good.
Scattered clouds, mostly clear today. 51 Fahrenheit. Gross.
That's kind of cold. All right, lads. Paulie, I will unhand you if you help me with something really quickly.
What is it?
We need to go over here.
Was that the fly opening? I need your hands. It looks a lot bigger with your tiny hands.
No, everyone has to help.
She said.
Now, party. We are going to steal the axe that this stupid. What was he? He was a shield.
He's like a shield dwarf, yeah.
Yeah. the stupid
Excuse me there, you
shield
mean
dwarf.
I will not lower oneself to steal from a man, not even
Volunteer?
a fellow dwarf.
Volunteer, turn your back.
Honor demands I cannot partake in this action, so I'm going to sit here, light
Polly?
a cigarette, and
Paulie.
not look.
Oh, very good, Paulie. Get me this axe. I don't care what you
Okay.
come back with. Just come back with something. It's up to you what you come
So-
back with.
This little outside area is forge, right?
Yeah.
Would can I search the forge first?
Sure.
See if the axe is here.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, 12.
It's not a bad.
You find some some unfinished or maybe like discarded kind of stuff that looks like it's it's in a pile ready to be turned into slag. Maybe you find like a small hand axe. That's out here to chop
anything,
wood.
Anything with a metal handle?
Probably nothing with a metal handle, no.
Okay. Fine.
Did you guys bother to?
I was gonna
Just,
put it.
just being like a standard tower looking in, did you guys bother just to like check to see if the door was open?
Oh no, I was just checking the forge to see if the weapon was there. That was the first thing I wanted to do. Yeah, I do actually want to.
Oh, the door's locked. Yeah.
I do want to try and pick the lock, if that is possible.
Oh yeah, you have thieves' tools.
I do have thieves' tools.
All right.
But are you a good one?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check or like a thieves' tools check.
Ooh.
15.
Yeah, you're able to maybe slip the slip the catch and kind of open up this place and look into this guy's house. It's got a small fire.
Can I go stealth
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
before I go in?
Well, also, I don't think you know how stealthy you are, right? Like, it's...
That's totally fair.
We are pretty drunk at 4 a.m.
Good point. Good
Yep.
point.
Let me...
Alright, well, I guess I just go in then.
Here we go. I got the dwarf. Let's see what his perception check. Oh,
Not gonna be
well,
very hard to check.
yeah. You hear like you come in and you like maybe stub your foot on something in the dark, and shunt the table a bit, and you hear a yell from upstairs.
As soon as I hear the table shoved, I start running, which in turn drags Paulie out of danger.
Wasn't I? Oh, that's right. I was still connected, wasn't I?
Yeah, so I'm dragging you out of danger as I run away.
Quickly, Thorndeed prepared for this situation. He runs to the door. Thieves! Thieves! There are thieves, Mr. Blacksmith! Sir, there's someone trying to break into your thing. They ran away southwards. They ran towards the river.
He says, "God damn it! Did you get a look at these rapscallions?"
I'd say they were from the group of bandits causing trouble for the other merchants in town.
By Moradin's beard, someone's got to put a stop to these red brand bastards.
Tell me about it. I was chatting to the merchant the other side this morning, telling me he was putting the boot hard to your prices and your stocks. I do apologize. I couldn't stop them in time, Mr. Blacksmith.
He says, sort of under his breath, under his beard, careful, friend. There, you seem to have a follower. This not very subtle, large human man. I've dealt with his type before.
No, don't worry. That might just be Ymir. He's a new companion of mine, and he's very drunk. He's tied to a parrot at the moment, and I think they're playing a game of sort of hide-go-taggy, seeky thing where they just sort of meld together when one goes too far. It's quite hilarious to watch that. But
Watch, I will show you what happens when I run by.
These... and he sort of conspiratorially says to you, these humans are dumb as a bag of rocks.
I am no human.
No, you don't hear this. You don't hear this.
I was running around going, meow.
Yeah, but he's saying it conspiratorially. You know, adjectives.
we're talking Dwarvish. We're talking
Yeah.
Dwarvish.
And in Dwarvish, he says, I heard humans, they descend from monkeys. They look very,
Yes.
they're very similar.
They're yes, and even less hairy than monkey.
And as they say this, I come roaming around the corner going, ooh.
Nate is
I've
getting
been
dragged, trying to like fly away.
You see, like, Ymir kind of just stops, scratches himself, pulls a squished banana out of his pocket.
What have I got? What can I pull out and eat? I don't have bananas, alright?
Some peanuts.
Pull out. I pull out my ration. Oh, I don't know. I don't pull out anything. I just sit there, scratch my ass, burp, and then start going again. And then realize that this is a dumb game, and I come back and just sort of, I lie down here on the ground.
Fair enough.
Sir, Master Dwarf. I'm still speaking Dwarfish. I just got to shoot
Yeah.
that.
Mine's not much better.
brother, comrade.
Yes, good.
What brings the master dwarf and blacksmith down from the forges of our beautiful people? Now what? And I'm sort of turning fucking Transylvanian here.
I want to suck your tea. I mean blood.
blood. What may come down and be at our forge for these common folk out of nowhere?
This is good trade. Only smith in town. Monopoly. I give up the communist lifestyle underground. And me capitalist dwarf now. I run the show. I'm here on the roof floor.
A very good dwarf. And I must say, a good night. I won't keep you any longer, and keep an extra eye open for mischief.
You too, friend. It can only go down from here, yeah?
Yeah. Vormurden, wunderbar. That's German, fuck. Right. Well, come on now, comrades. Come join me back at the bar. And then I whispered, your attempts at stealing have failed.
I thought we weren't going back to the bar. I thought we were going
I still
to
want to
find
get the
a...
henchmen, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get henchmen.
Yeah,
This
but
was
they
just
were
the
up,
first thing.
they were up north.
Yeah, this was just the first. This was the first thing, and then I say, "Bird, I'm a giant of my word," and I take the rope back and put it back.
Paulie
let him
thinks
go.
Paulie thinks fondly of when he shut on breath and hopes he can do it to Ymir soon.
Okay, there, Polly.
I wasn't
where
there
did
for
you
that, so I
say
can't actually
these
say
are?
Well,
Did anyone
I-
hear where these minions were?
They were up north, weren't they?
Well, let's check them out, because I say it's getting a bit late. But let's have a look, shall we?
Drunkenly stumbled in. Oh, bandits! Bandits, where are you?
What about you, Tally? Are you
I fell in the lake. And I'm gone.
What's happening?
are you following along with them? So-
yeah.
yeah.
I was just lost track.
Cool. Let's.
I can't because I can't move my character for some reason. Like,
Oh, okay, that's right.
there's something going on with my web browser. Bear with me.
You sort of wander past another tavern. There's a couple of guys out there sitting on the front porch. And yeah.
Alright, I can finally move. Oh wait, we're in another section. Sorry. Yep. Alright, I can see what's going on now.
Cool.
There we go.
So yeah, you see sitting out on the porch. Let me pull up some notes here.
All right.
So
let's
you
throw in here and
see
Paulie do the talking.
sort of a ramshackle-looking tap room on the north end of town, across the river. There's sort of two guys out the front, sort of leaning on the walls. Smoking cigarettes, cupped in hands. And as you guys sort of stumble past, one of them spits on the ground. And says, "Oh, got a whole pack of little puppies, and they brought a little chicken with them. You come here to bark at us, little puppies." And then the other one kind of leans forward and gives you the ruff to try and kind of off guard you a little bit there.
My
Well, I want to try
friend,
and.
how? Oh, sorry, you want to do something? I do.
You're doing exactly what I wanted to do. Go for it, dude. Go for it. You go first, and
Well,
we'll do it
my
together.
friend, I see you do not know the party that you speak to. The name is Thorndir Grimsbane, heir to the Grimsbane fortune, and heir to a righteous fury who looked down upon me and my companions.
And then I interject and say, "Dwarf, there's no need with this rabble. They will not appreciate your name. And I want to... Can I backhand the one in front of me as an intimidation?
I'm gonna. Can I try to stop him? He does.
You gonna try and stop me from backhanding?
Yep.
Yeah. So I
For you.
Or like I go to like fake a backhand as an intimidation tactic.
Sure. Give me an intimidation check versus either sleight of hand or acrobatics for you to kind of step in front here.
Okay.
Is that me or him?
So
I
you
go intimidation, your sleight of hand.
yeah. So we'll see like who kind of a sleight of hand or yeah, acrobatics, I would say.
Okay, I was gonna. Yeah, that's right. I've already rolled it for sleight of hand. Fuck me.
Yeah. So you
So,
you go to like hold him back, but it's kind of like you don't really get there in time, so it's almost like hold him back.
the way I imagine it happening is I go to like fake a backhand, but Paulie goes to grab on to stop me, and I sort of just like fling Paulie at the guy in front of us.
A little bit, yeah.
Backhand them with Paulie.
Would that be like a strength check to fling him?
No. That just sounds cool. I think that's just like you kind of you almost shove Paulie into these two guys,
Yeah.
and they go from kind of lounging against the wall here to like, hey, watch yourself, motherfucker.
And then I say, "Watch what you say. You see what I do to my party member. I may embrace you with the same treatment."
And you hear him go. He sort of like yells out the corner of his mouth. Hey lads, we got someone who thinks they're top shit here. And two more guys walk out from the bar. And you see that all these guys are wearing sort of leather armor, and they've got a short sword on their hip, and they're wearing these sort of red cloaks.
The old red versus blue tactic.
And then one of them comes out and he spits on the ground in front of you as well, quite close to Towley probably, and says, "It's time for you guys to move on. I think maybe you've had a little bit too much to drink, so why don't you pay your tab here and fuck off?"
Pay our tab here. We haven't even been in. Why don't you watch your manner, boy, and think who you're addressing? And I bitch slap him.
Okay, we're gonna. So you slap him, and they pull out.
Tally and I back away.
Hit a rage check.
You slap him, and like as he kind of looks up or looks across at you, and eyeballs you, you hear swords coming out of scabbards. It's on.
Well, I'm gonna start off with that.
Well, you can do it on your turn. So we're
I said it, but like I meant like I was gonna do a rage check sort of thing.
Yeah.
Before,
no.
like as he backhands him to be like get angry, not like.
Yeah. Well, you can do it on your turn, but
Yeah.
it'll. Yeah, I think this is sort of like it all happens kind of simultaneously. Like the backhand and it's who's. This initiative check is how quick you are to react to get into your rage, right? So I'll get you all to roll your initiative. Oh, there you go. You got a good initiative. Let me fix up the view here.
Going on it.
I rolled initiative for all of them, so that's probably a bunch of dice.
Yeah, I wonder what I was taking forever.
Cool. All right, Paulie, you're up first.
Before we start fighting these guys, I definitely want to try and persuade them to calm down.
I think initiative's been rolled, dude.
I mean, no, you can. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can totally give it a shot. These guys seem pretty miffed that they got backhanded, though.
And had a bird thrown at them.
Yeah. I don't know what's more insulting.
Okay then. I won't do that then.
Well, also, I mean, you can, but also you think Ymir's moving faster than you are, or moving faster than they are, so as much as you may calm them down, Ymir's probably about to fucking slug them one.
No matter what happens. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, alright. Then... shit, I didn't plan to get any... I'll probably just shoot one of the guys just coming out the door as he runs out. I'll shoot him with my short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Are these the bandits that have been getting around here?
Yeah.
I assume so.
16.
16 will certainly hit. So the one that's sort of at the front here. Yep. And just 8 damage for that one.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action or my cunning action to dash back to around here. That's all right.
Yep. You can go a little bit further. I mean,
Can I?
you can get what, like 25, 30 feet?
What's
30
that
feet,
rope
yeah.
though? Are you still attached?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Ah, that's right. I took it off.
Did you take off the rope?
Yeah, he took it off me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
took it off him.
Okay, cool. All right. Sweet. Paulie. Sorry, Towley, I should say. I don't have an initiative for you. Did you roll initiative?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Just gonna sit this one out.
Initiative was it?
Yeah.
What's that under? Sorry.
It's the big thing next to your armor class, AC. Initiative.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. That's in D&D Beyond, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, here we go. Yeah!
Cool. All right. Let me just modify yours here. 17. Cool. All right. Ymir.
This one right in front of me.
So the axe comes off the back, does it?
Yeah. I'm gonna smash him with a yeah, I'm gonna smash him with my great axe. Get booked.
Baby.
Boom.
Cool. So that's 14 damage there. He. You now is this lethal? You're just like going for lethal here?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So you just
I'm gonna fuck him up.
yeah. The axe comes across, cuts his chest open, and he sort of collapses, gurgling to the ground.
Nice.
Um,
Sort of giggle.
His mate, who has just come out the door here, is like, "Oh fuck," and kind of charges in. He's like, "You killed George," and now I assume you mentioned that you're raging as well. Did you rage as your bonus action?
Yeah, I didn't end up using it.
So you're not going to use it?
Yeah, I'll just hold off.
Cool. All right. So this guy, he's going to swing at you with his sword. First attack misses, and then he comes back around with a second attack. That also misses. He's sort of in a blind... He himself's in a blind rage, but doesn't seem to have as much control over it as you do. As you're able to sort of
isn't everything, my...
duck and weave around his strikes. Tally.
JR?
Sorry, I was just getting back from the toilet. What happened?
That's your turn.
Your
The-
turn back.
Ymir's killed one of the ruffians, and then one of the ruffians has attacked Ymir, but missed.
Okay. Let's see. In my with this magic dust that I picked up, like, do I have a lot of it? Like, what's...
Probably not a heap of it. I think we were gonna maybe discuss. We didn't end up chatting offline, but there was one school of thought that was like, hey, you could spend some time to like, kind of create more.
Yeah.
You've probably,
That's yeah, a good idea. Yeah.
but you don't think you have a ton of it, so you think maybe you'd have one or two uses,
Sorry, just cutting it out.
one or two handfuls you could throw.
Okay, yeah. All right, let might let's see. Having witnessed everything that had been going on, I want to get involved. I need to help out here. Towley isn't one for backing down to a fight when he really needs to be involved. So he pulls out his. How close do I need to be to like use my dart again?
I think it's
You've got like 80 feet, dude.
yeah, it's a pretty decent distance.
I didn't roll that, even though I just clicked on the item.
Yep. Who were you? I guess it doesn't really matter who you're throwing it at. It goes wide. Yeah.
And completely misses.
And completely misses.
Can
That
I?
is a little piece.
Yeah, he's definitely been having a little bit of the old the ale, hitting it pretty hard in the old sippy cup, and he's just completely off aim. Like he lines it up, he closes one eye, and he shoots, and he just completely misses. He's just a useless towel, especially when he's been drinking, and yeah, so he's actually quite impressed that he managed to throw it that far to begin with. So yeah, he kind of decides, you know what, he's gonna try and get behind Thorindir for his bonus action, if that's
As part of his movement, he can for sure. Cool. Thorindir.
Thorindir looks at the one that he slapped. I shoot. Is that the one directly in front of me, or the one next to the one that?
It's the one directly in front of you. I think
Yeah.
his
The
mate
one that
just
insulted. Yeah,
yeah.
whatever. And Thorindir just start. You just hear this harsh whispering, and once again, and you just hear like Grimsbane. And yeah, he has to take a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Not his strongest suit. I will tell you that for free.
He
Oh.
yeah, so he takes half damage.
Half damage. Yep. So it was 11 damage. So he's going to take.
11 damage.
So he'll take 5 here. As he kind of clutches, hearing the discordant melody of Grimsbane, and he's not about it. He looks like he's about to run, but I believe he sort of catches himself at the last second. And anything else from Thorindir?
Yeah, and then he will move up. Hold on. Okay, and because I have 2 weapon fighting, I can use my bonus action as a dagger attack, can't I?
I think if you've taken the attack action.
So that's 2. That's all good. Don't worry about that then.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I won't move up then.
Yeah, when you take the attack action with a light melee weapon.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Sorry, you don't get the bonus action if you do something. And then I will cast a bardic inspiration as my bonus action on Ymir, and I say, Ymir, they told us to piss off, and they ain't even the size of your shins. Bring them down beneath the weight of your mighty axe.
I just got excited.
Seems like it came prematurely.
Cool. All right. So you got a bardic inspiration, Ymir. The one that's been shot by the crossbow, Paulie's crossbow, is going to sort of rush forward here around Ymir.
Pussy.
Yeah. So he's going to come in here and attack Thorindir.
Do I get to attack of opportunity that guy because he ran past me?
No, I measured it out. He can skirt you easily with his 30 feet.
Okay.
First attack.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's 14 damage for Chaboy.
Yeah.
And then second attack.
Oh my god.
Are you down?
Total.
I thought it is down. Mate, I'm unconscious. You got to hear that shit.
The bandit, the ruffian, seems a bit pleased with himself. He sort of ducked in, slash, 2 big sword swipes, and Thorindir kind of lays down in the dirt, breathing heavily, unconscious. And this kid with his sword and his red cloak looks at you, Towley, and says, "Call off the gorilla," and he's sort of panting hard, or I'll kill him right here.
Tally being awfully confused has no idea what he means by gorilla.
Yeah.
And he's just turns back and he's like, "Hey,
Just
what are you talking about?"
Shrugs at Paulie.
Yeah, shrugs at Paulie, and I'm thinking, maybe I can help Thorindir survive by grabbing on his legs, and I'm pulling, and we're kind of having this tug of war as to whether or not we could save Thorindir, and
Mhm.
I'm going to use some of my survival techniques, and I'm going to pick up some of the dust that I have on me, and
Well, we'll get to that on
throw
your.
it directly.
We'll get to that on your
Okay,
turn. Yeah.
Do you have
Um,
some healing spells though, or just no?
just
sorry.
death powder.
Do you have
Doesn't
healing
he have
spells,
that?
Callie,
Doesn't
or
he have
no?
that healing potion that he made in the last
I-
encounter that we never used?
I do.
Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
But for now, the ruffian in front of you that had taken a backslap, and backhand slap, and some discordant Grimsbane mutterings. He kind of steps forward with his sword flailing about on you, Ymir. It's going to be 8 damage to you. Oh, God damn it. I just took it off him. That's silly.
Nailed it.
Cool. So 8 damage to you, Ymir.
Yeah.
And then the second attack comes out. Boom.
These are some spicy
a
rolls these
9.
bandits are doing.
Another 9 damage for you there, buddy.
Oof. Okay.
As his blades are whirling, and he's given you the you've come to the wrong neighborhood. This is our town, motherfucker. Kind of thing. As his friend, death rattles on the floor next to him. Paulie.
As his friend is smashed to bits by an axe.
Okay. Muttering to myself, I just wanted to talk to them. As he sees Thorindir go down and Ymir get fucking brutally wounded.
Sorry, before your turn, we smash cut over to Carlos in the pub, girl on each arm, telling him stories. What's Carlos up to?
Chilling. I don't know what's going on with those boys, so sucks if anything bad's happening to them.
Is Carlos like the silent stoic type at the bar, or is he more like the telling tall stories? Like, what's his deal?
He's just talking absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's just sitting there, just spouting absolute bullshit. Who knows what's going on?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to pull. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. Trying to pull and ignore the barmaid from before. She's now back on shift, I guess.
Just like that awkward, like fuck. Shouldn't have probably fucked in the place that I was like gonna pick up in. And, oh well.
Also, kind of sounds about right.
Cool.
Exactly.
And yeah, he just sort of wistfully looks off at it for a minute and goes, "Wonder how the boys are getting along." And then we cut back to Paulie.
Muttering to myself, I just wanted to talk.
Yeah.
Paulie sobers up a little bit from this whole situation because before he was killing on this airy fairy, he wanted to make some henchmen. But once he saw Ymir, bitch slap the like maybe henchman who is now cleaved in two, and then then Thorindir do the exact same thing and then get downed. He moves back a little bit further after his first bow attack, and then he moves back a little bit more, just to there, so just 2 spots, and he's going to fire at the other henchman,
The one that
the other
down
bandit,
Thorindir.
that had down Thorindir. Yes.
Cool.
Oh Jesus.
The shot goes wide as he sort of is crouching there, so breathing heavily after felling your friend, and he just looks up at you, sort of raises the sword, and he's like, "I'll get to you, sunshine." Ymir.
All right. Well, being the hulking, massive man I am, I enrage.
Do it.
So there's that. And then this motherfucker who hurt me gets smashed. Hulk smash.
Yeah. So the this guy here, it's going to take... Yeah, so what does that look like as you Hulk smash? Because that's actually 12 damage, isn't it? Because straight
Yes.
the rage adds +2.
Yeah, rage adds +2. I swing my axe over my head and bring it down onto his head. Wait, has he got 12 HP?
He's,
Yep, okay.
yeah.
Bring it down onto his head, splitting it in two. And then look over at the other one next to the aforementioned corpse. Or the previous corpse that I created. And say, "You're next."
Cool. All right. Well, he is next, and he's gonna try and shank you, but with swords.
Dick.
Dick. First one coming at you here. Ooh,
Jesus.
17. 21 to hit. So 4 damage. If you want to halve that to take 2 damage.
Yep.
And then he yells over at his mate. It's all right. These guys aren't so tough. We'll show them. Red brands. Oh yeah.
What spice are you fucking throwing these boys?
So that's 3 damage. We'll round that down to 1 damage.
All right.
How you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm okay still.
He's
Still
fine.
alive.
We got Towley's turn.
I am big man.
Alright, haven't seen everything's going down right now. I feel
Yeah.
like your man's in a lot of bloody trouble. And I don't want to see another fellow person go down, so I'm going to try and cure his wounds and try and help him out there.
Cool. So Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Okay. Do I need to be closer?
You'll need to be next to him to be able to...
Can I move there?
Yeah, for sure.
So I dart and dock and dive. And I come up and I just touch him with my finger. And
So he's fingering me now.
and yeah.
Pokes
basically.
a finger into your wound.
Very nice. I don't want to know which wound.
The axe
Why does it
wound.
not let me cast it?
I haven't been attacked.
Hang on.
Oh no.
You can just roll the is it a D8 or a D6 or something?
Sure. What do you want?
What
Saying
does
the
it say?
spell.
Yeah, what does it sound
What?
spell?
I can't for some reason. It's not letting me
Yep.
put it up.
It'll say what you need to what you need to
A D8. So if you click on Cure Wounds, the words, it should like expand out. It says a creature you touch regains a hit points equal to 1d8. You should be able to click that 1d8. Or I can
Why
do
is
it for
not
you.
Working on
So,
my fucking sheet.
I'm going to do it for you. Ha! 2.
Yeah.
Plus your spellcasting
Oh.
modifier of an extra 3.
Hey, 5. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Sweet.
Cool. So,
And for my bonus action, can I dart away?
for your movement, you could try to dart away, but you have actually put yourself in a position where you'll
Yeah, you put
take
yourself in combat with dude.
you'll take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Oh, I just cast it again. Oh, so that's used up.
Ah!
Yeah, that would have been better.
That would
See,
have been a lot better.
you can click the to the left of Cure Wounds is the dice symbol that you should be able to click. Unless maybe you'd added it to your bars and then like I'd broken that somehow. I don't know.
I've been using my bars. They work.
Yeah. All right. So
I click the bar and it does nothing. It just says the
Alright.
target action isn't available.
okay. We might just need to like reset those up. But are you moving away? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
Cool. He's gonna try and take a swing at you.
Okay. So what do I need to roll?
He's gonna roll.
Okay, sure. Fail.
17.
Oh, I'm dead.
No,
Eight.
no, it's only
No,
8
it's
damage.
8 damage.
Oh, okay.
17 attack. Beats your armor class.
So how much damage do I take off? 8.
8.
What is your armor class?
13.
Okay.
Cool. Where's my combat tracker? Here we go. So that's Towley's turn. Thorindir, can you now to make this
Yeah, bro.
to make this more interesting? I would like you to whisper your death saving roll to me. So I think death saves we're going to have hidden, and so your team doesn't know how close to death you are.
Ah, okay. How
So
do I do that?
over on the right
Oh,
hand
it's in a
side,
public.
yeah, change it to private GM roll or even a blind GM roll if you don't even want to see it.
No, I want to say it. And do I just roll on it's just a D20, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a moment.
Interesting. Okay, the ruffian who struck you down, Thorindir, and also struck your buddy Towley, he sort of seemed emboldened by all of this, and he's going to attack the tower again.
No! Not Tally.
Oh my god!
What is going on?
Jeez.
I'm so fucking dead.
See, you're unconscious now.
Yeah. I'll put you on 0.
He steps over you as you fall and takes another swipe at Ymir. He needs to untarget Towley. What was that? I'll roll it again because I don't think it did the roll properly. Boom!
Can you lay off the spice, dude?
What is going on? This is not fair. This is rigged.
So that's going to be 3 damage for you there, reduced by the rage. You killed 2 of their friends. He's killed 2 of yours. We cut back to Carlos.
Paulie needs to do something.
Hilariously,
I've been doing something.
we see Carlos chatting to one of the. It's actually 4:30 in the morning, so he's probably sneaking out of someone's bedroom. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, I don't really stay the night.
Yeah, probably like small petty thefts on the way out too.
Stealing some random shit.
Yeah, and then dropping
Stealing
into
like
sort
the
of.
Nintendo 64 cartridge of GoldenEye. And...
That's right. Perfect. Cool. And then we cut back to Paulie.
I'm gonna attack the bandit with the sick sword slashes again with my short bow. Alright, it is 21.
That's definitely going to hit, and it's going to do the full 10 damage because he's close enough to Ymir that you get the sneak attack.
Perfect.
So what does that look like? As he sort of he stabs Towley. Towley goes down, and he kind of looks over at you and goes, "Now wait your turn." Turns back to Ymir, and then just gets an arrow.
I just shoot him right through the neck.
Yeah.
And like just comes out the other side.
Lit.
Any cool catchphrase?
Pardon?
Any cool catchphrase?
You would have been a great pirate.
All right, Ymir, the guy in front of you does not look super stoked that a bunch of his friends are now dead, and it is 1v2.
Does this mean it's my turn?
It does.
Oh, very good. Very good. Wow! Oh.
He says, you guys, he's sort of a bit shocked that you've murdered all his friends. and he says, "You guys are so fucked. We're gonna fucking get you. The Red Brand don't forget a fucking I call a vendetta against you." And he's gonna disengage as his action and start making a run for it.
Puss.
Okay. And is it back to my turn then, or do the guys have to do a saving throw first?
It will be back to their turn. So
Combat over there, or?
he runs in, slams the door, and starts running.
Okay.
You can
I have a
hear.
plan.
Tally, please whisper a death saving throw to me, please.
Okay.
Man,
Private jam.
I've been rolling all my fucking damage and shit in front of the screen effectively as well. There's been some-
What do I need to roll it as? Like a what?
Funny.
D what?
just slash roll R space D20.
Well, 'cause, yeah, you don't really have to do. You don't have to show us.
No. Cool, interesting. Thorandir, again, please.
Oh, I'm stressing.
Can I just like stabilize?
As an
Yeah,
action,
cool.
you can attempt to make a medicine check, but it is
Yeah.
Paulie's turn first.
Okay, I will go save Thorindir first.
Mhm.
Was it medicine you said?
Yep.
No. Yeah. Okay. 18.
Yep. So you sort of get in there. You think he's sort of he's obviously very roughed up. Doesn't look great, but you're able to stabilize him. And he's still unconscious, and will probably remain so for a number of hours. But no longer sort of in massive threat of bleeding out.
So would you say I'm on 1 HP but still unconscious? Or
No, 0 HP. Oh,
Zero?
I guess, yeah, 1 HP but unconscious. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So, well, I'm going to do the same to the towel.
Cool.
Whip out your needle and thread.
Oh yeah.
You think you made it worse.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, I have a -1.
You hear the bandit legging it through the tavern, and you hear sort of what sounds like maybe a back door being crashed open. Taoli, make a death saving throw for me, please. We could be about to kill another player, boys and girls. Taoli. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Ah, that's good. That was out in the open. But that's fine. All right, Thorandir, you're now, instead of your labored breathing, it just sounds like snoring now. Labored snoring. Unless the Grimsbanes don't snore. I don't know. I don't want to make that choice for you.
It's a drunk.
They're jolly sleepers.
No.
No, it's more like Grims.
Fortune.
And then the last one.
Fortune.
Yeah, for the good better.
And to the fortune. And to the Grimsbane fortune.
Paulie, you think you've with those noises coming out of Thorandir, you think
I've done the job.
Yeah.
Okay. I have got some oil and some a tinderbox on me. Seeing as he said he wanted to kill us all, I think I should just burn down their tavern.
Yeah. You think Towley's still bleeding out though?
Oh, good point. Okay.
And Ymir doesn't seem to be making it better.
Yeah, no. Me, I
Okay, alright,
know how to fix.
All right. Okay. Damn it.
Oh, now
I'll definitely.
Ymir, remember you still have that bardic inspiration that Thorandir gave you.
What does that give me again?
So after you make a
D6
roll,
under any rolls.
you can get to roll. Yeah, you add a d6 to one of your rolls, so you can use it up to add a d6 to your essentially a d20 roll. We'll get to
Listen
that
to
on your
that.
turn if we get to it. Paulie.
Oh, then I guess I should save Tally.
Attempt to save the towel.
At least it
Oof.
wasn't a 1.
It's not looking great, my dude.
That
Ymir.
was a 9. Alright, well. Let's just give that another shot. That's a bit better.
Roll a
And-
d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you remember you're sort of getting in there. You're trying to knit some of Towley back together, and he's like, "Oh no, rubber towel," and he just seemed to be hurting him more than helping. And then you remember the wise words. You look up and we have a bit of a flashback scene of just moments ago when Thorindir said something really. He said something about the Grimsbane fortune, and you were like,
Something
yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, the Grimsbane fortune, and then you sew Tally back up.
As then when he's sewing back up, he just hears me snoring out. Grimsbane.
And then I do like an old like 70s, 80s movie montage where I jump up in the air with like put my fist up in the sky, just like, yeah.
You could do it. Yeah.
Oh, what a feeling! Toyota.
And then you land on Tally.
Land on Tally.
And inadvertently repair him and give him 1 HP by landing on him.
Yeah. All right, cool. Tally, you were also unconscious. Let's see how long, because I think I actually got to roll 1d4 for Thorindir. You're probably going to be unconscious for another 2 hours, and Tally 3 hours. So you guys are definitely out of it. Cool. We're now effectively out of combat, as I believe this guy has gotten away.
Okay, so I'm gonna get. Can I go with Timmy's idea and join Timmy on this one?
Can I, as a in the current situation that I am, having given like my 1 HP, use my survival instincts to wake up earlier?
No, unfortunately not. So I think you're well out of it, having
Yeah,
just been
sure.
stabilized. I mean, if they had something if they had a medicine kit or something to heal you, like healing potions or some sort of magic.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were the only ones with healing magic that went down.
Yeah.
Then yeah, they could bring you up. But unfortunately, I don't think. I think it's just regular bed rest is going to make you all better.
Yeah. Thorindir
So,
got critted at the back. I'm sorry, boys.
Before we set a light to this place.
No, I'm setting it alight. With
oh.
you, we are out.
Sweet. Can I take this stag's head off the wall and keep it as a souvenir?
Sure.
Yes. What do I have to roll?
No, you can just rip that shit off the wall. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. And then I come bursting out the door as the bird lights it on fire with a giant elk head.
Probably should move us first, yeah.
Yeah, you just hear snoring out. Don't forget us, you fucking idiots.
How do I pick these idiots up? Oh wait, can we loot these guys that we killed
Yes.
as well?
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll
I
loot
want
them.
to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add.
As
Before I
the
do
fire
this-
starts catching,
Yeah,
Paulie's
that's
like,
fine. We'll
oh
do it
shit.
Yeah, that's okay.
Can I roll Tally up and put him in my map case that I have?
Yes.
Yeah, he snuggles in there.
Done. All right, he's in there, and then I will loot the guy right in front of me. This prick.
All right, let me pull up
All right, well, I'm gonna loot the other two then.
my treasure. So one of them has. Let me just put it in chat here. One of them has 22 copper. One of them has 16 silver, and the other one has 24 silver. Maths
don't care
that, you
which one.
bitches.
So wait, what was it?
22 copper, 16 silver, and 24 silver.
So what?
40
30.
silver and 22 copper. So wait, 10 coppers is silver, isn't it? So it'll be 42 copper, 2 silver. 42 silver, 2 copper.
That's so
No,
yeah,
it's
10
the individual coins. You don't merge them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not
alright,
like-
well,
there's no
40 and
ATMs.
22. 40 and 22.
You got to find someone who's willing to accept singles, like You go into the strip club, you just throw coppers at them.
Lit. All right. So it's 40 and 22. So I do believe that Paulie and I will split this down the middle.
No, I'm gonna give 10 to Mr. Tally. I'm just gonna throw those 10 silver into the map case.
It rattles around in there.
Mhm.
You're like, clean my money launder for me. This is how money laundering works.
It literally is money laundering because it's rattling around in a wet bloody towel.
All right. So we'll split it. How are we splitting it 4 ways then?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, the other 2 are dead.
Doesn't mean that means they earned it more.
All right. Well, I take what 10 silver.
Yeah, didn't you say the provisions person? Like, look, they weren't expecting to go out dying today. I think they need a little more.
10 and 6 then. It's 10 and 6 each.
Done. Easy.
Cool. All right.
Let's get the fuck
Did
out
they
of
have
here.
anything else? Did they have anything else on their corpses?
I mean, they've got a couple of, they've got a short sword each and some studded leather armor.
Grab it.
I'll
grab it,
go-
grab it,
All
grab it.
right. I assuming I'm probably the strongest in our party. I'll just grab everything.
All right.
So that'd be
yeah.
3 sets of studded leather
and
what?
and a dwarf.
Yeah, that's fine. 3 sets of studded leather and 6 short swords, is it?
No, they had a short sword each. So I've given you 3
Okay,
short
so 3 and
swords.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're hitting
inventory,
your
so-
sort of first weight limit here.
Yeah.
That's fine. Cool. So you're
Right, let's
you're
get the
you're
fuck into
loaded to
Dodge.
bear with 4 different swords, 2 javelins, a great axe, 2 hand axes, and a dwarf, and a bunch of and you're wearing half plate.
I also have 17 plus 3 strength.
Yeah. You're pretty legit.
Was it 3 swords? Yeah.
Yeah, I've put them in your
just-
inventory.
I'm just adding them on D&D Beyond. That's all.
Cool. Yeah, for
So I
sure.
can track them.
Just 3 short swords then.
Yep, 3 short swords, 3 sets of leather, and the coins. Cool,
Studded,
done. And
studded,
then I
studded leather.
yeah. I know. And then I gotta pick up this. Can I bind him to me, so that when I move, he comes with me?
No. But we'll probably fade out here, and we might call it there as the team kind of limp back, licking their wounds to the
Limp in to see old mate fucking babing but the bar, just macking on with a bunch of bitches.
yeah.
No idea what's going on with you guys. Like the fuck?
What the fuck happened to you guys?
I wander.
I let you go for 2 seconds.
I wander back in, and throw 1 set of studded leather armor and a short sword at Carlos.
At or 2?
A little from column A, a little from column B. I throw the leather armor, the armor at him, and the sword in front of him
Yeah, cool.
into the ground.
Well, which
Like
is-
Distinctions.
Which is so, Carlos. I mean, the man's just thrown a bunch of leather at you. He's big enough to be your daddy, your leather daddy,
Yeah, he is.
if you will.
Oh, baby.
He's thrown studded leather at you, and you've also got an elk head, or like a.
Oh yeah, that I forgot that I stole the elk head.
Drunken adventures.
As you sort of go upstairs and throw, I assume throw Thorindir down on a pallet.
Oh no. I prop him up in this chair, and the seat immediately to the right of the door as you walk in. So like, let me draw this one here. Yep,
Mhm.
right there. And I prop him up there. Put an ale in his hand. And
Weekends
say,
of Bernie, this motherfucker.
I said he'll be fine. He'll need this when he wakes up.
Put some sunglasses on him.
Yeah, sunglasses and like a bucket hat, just to.
I'm already wearing a hat.
I know, but you got another one now. Wait, I don't know. We found it drunk, dude.
Yeah, looking like Fat Thor passed out with a beer in his hand.
Does Carlos, like seeing them having left, drunkenly stumbling, and they've returned with sort of like I guess Towley looks like he's missing or snoring in a map case. Thorindir has been dragged in, flomped onto a chair, propped up, and a mug put in his hand, and Ymir's kind of thrown some leather and a sword at your feet, Carlos. What's your reaction?
Kind of half expected, to be honest.
It really is.
Just
didn't expect more out of him. So
is there sort of like a no kebab? Like what's going on?
yeah, like the fuck, like.
And then I hold up the stag's head and say, "Is this not good enough?"
Yeah, I'm just like, the fuck happened? Like, don't really care. Guess what happened to me? Puss, that's what happened.
Cool. I can imagine the wordplay, and I don't know if this is in Carlos's character, but it's in Dan the DM's character of like, where are you gonna mount that? Oh, by the way, speaking of mounting, guess what I got up to?
Yeah.
Just like you just make it relevant, like just every excuse you can to bring it up.
So to mention it.
Yeah. Especially if no one's asked. Paulie, what do you sort of? I mean, you're pretty fine. You're probably just sobered up by now.
I'm dead sober.
Mm.
Muttering to myself, Ymir and Thorindir, slapping them, fucking idiots.
Cool.
Dude, they insulted the name. Sorry,
They didn't insult shit. They didn't insult
I
shit.
come back to the bar. I grab another barrel.
You're still out. You're still out. Oh no, you're still alive, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. And then I take a seat. No, I'll sit with Thorindir.
To make it look like he's got a friend.
I'm just trying to find a chair that I can lie. I'll stand next to him.
I'll snugly take like Towley up into the room, and then just put him down in the little mat. I can take him out of the mat case, and then kind of like when you have like a mat and you kind of like wring it out, you whip it out.
Mm-hmm.
You're whipping something out. You got a towel.
Yeah, I'll whip him out. I'll lay him on the ground, like put another towel over him.
Good. And that's maybe where we'll call it there, as sort of in the wee hours of the morning. The group are kind of licking their wounds there. Ymir's got sort of another jug of ale as he's just sort of eyeing Thorindir, waiting for him to move. Like a mini keg. And Paulie's just kind of laid Towley out gently, maybe hung him over something to dry, and Paulie's kind of gone to bed. Carlos seems to be sort of the last man standing in the pub, as even the proprietor's kind of locked up and blown out most of the candles, and seems to have retired for the evening himself. And so as the view of the tavern kind of pulls away, we out of character, the attention of the audience sees a young man in a red cloak, covered in his friend's blood, seemingly reporting to someone what has happened and what has transpired tonight. And you see him doing the kind of actions where he's sort of like saying that one guy was fucking this big, and then like another guy was like this big, and there was a talking parrot and a towel, and then and we fade out and cut to credits.
Baby.
Cool.
And we've got the Phil Collins.
Yeah, just out of character. All I wanted to do was just try recruit him. That's why I didn't want to take any of you guys with me. That was kind of my point of sneaking out. So me saying I was sneaking out was me trying to sneak out to go talk to them, because it was a rogues to rogues. So I could even probably speak to them in thieves' cant and chat to them that way.
Yeah, Bryce.
Well, I spoke to them as a rogue.
They insulted the Grims by name.
Exactly, and you do not.
Yes, you did. The
Insult.
one that I was trying to do it nicely, and then the guy running out didn't give a shit. He's like, I don't give a fuck, and I'm like, excuse me. So then I
So it
slapped
works.
him, and
So
then you cut a dude in half, and then
I see Thorindir as my employer now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to defend the Grimsbane name, even though I can't remember it half the time, and cut people in half. It's what I do.
Okay.
Sorry, Timmy.
I love this, but also Timmy, you and I can have a chat about some cool Thieves Guild ideas that.
Yeah, I want to get a crew together. That was kind of my point.
Yeah.
Like, that whole idea was to try build a pirate crew.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Not
those
even
cunts
they're-
are pussies.
It does, but that's not
They
your
were-
choice.
I cut them in half in one fell swoop. They were pussies. We'll find better ones.
They
like their bosses.
ruined the most of them. It's fine. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You had the
I'm just-
recruiting.
I'm just mentioning it. I'm just mentioning it because like that's all. It's just something that like I wanted to do to like as part of my little story. That's all.
Yeah. No, and that's knowing that, and you and I can maybe discuss this kind of offline. We can certainly make those options available. I think in this instance it is disappointing, but also hilarious that they followed you or tied you up and made you come with them.
Yeah.
Or made them come.
Oh,
with
absolutely.
you.
Yeah, totally.
But we can probably not. I mean, this town's like a bit of a frontier town, so there's like it's like a one gang town, right? There will be other guilds in other towns that you will have to maybe play nice with, because if you're on their turf, maybe you got to pay their tithe, right?
Yeah.
If you steal anything, you've got to pay the Thieves Guild. They've got to get their cut. Also, though, yeah, if you're looking for recruits, either stealing them away from an existing gang, probably tough. Getting fresh recruits is obviously where is potentially where it's going to be at, but they're not going to be as hardened, right? So there's a trade there.
Right.
But I mean, if you kill the leader of the gang, there's a power vacuum.
Yeah, true.
I can do that. I'm good at that.
So that's
Timmy, I will kill the leader for you.
And there's other ways. It doesn't always have to be death, but you can outwit or out thief the leader. Make them lose.
I was totally going for like a bar roll when we were fighting him, but then when you're like, nah, we're not. He's dead. I'm killing the cat. I'm like, oh shit, we're going to kill him.
Yeah, well, I thought we were going the
was-
lethal route, so I'm like, well,
I did
lethal, of course.
I did specify, because it's kind of assumed always with monsters that you're killing, right? But with people, I won't always check. But if you tell me, like, oh, I'm doing non-lethal damage, like that is a thing that you can do, and that's why I asked, are you being lethal here? Because
Yeah, I'm like, how's he gonna how are you gonna play this, Shamir? Like, what is your character gonna do?
Yeah.
He's like,
I
nah,
cut
I'm
him in
killing the cat. I
half.
was like, yes, baby.
and that's totally fine. Like I obviously just wanted to clarify that, and also like have that option there. You certainly don't need to take it.
We can
Oh, yeah,
use
dude.
well, I'll use this as like a character development point in like Ymir's story to be less cut people in half and more smack them around a bit.
You don't have to do that though either. It's not about that. How you want to play is how you want to play. It's more or less like all I was mentioning before was more or less that's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And there will be points where I do not like, especially with that kind of thing. I will just kind of try to do that myself because I mean the end result will always be different when there's differing. There's party differences in how they attack. You are a gigantic barbarian. You should kill things. That is absolutely.
Oh yeah, but like I also have to be like a giant barbarian who's more adjusting to normal adventurer's life. I can't just kill everyone I run across.
He grew up as a giant barbarian in the forest, killing all that he could, and now he's finding city life is not what he thought. He can't solve all his problems with his axe. He might actually
Schneider.
use his head and his mouth.
Rob Schneider is.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're able to solve the first part of my other tavern puzzle, I guess.
By burning it down.
By burning it down.
Brass, man, this is our bar, man. Anyone that doesn't drink here is a pussy, and we burn down their bar.
Is there a
Wait,
moment?
did you have content ready for that.
Is there a moment at any point where you walk up to like the bartender as you come back in and go, "Don't have to worry about that other bar, mate."
Oh yeah. I just walk over. I step over the bar.
Yeah, you
not
hand him
jump
the
over. I just step over and I walk over. I'm like, "Hey, buddy, you don't have any competition anymore."
You
And
might.
then I just step back over and go
could
back to my seat.
You could stand to
You
jack up.
hand him the fucking ornamental thing you stole.
You could stand to jack up
we-
your prices.
We got to put the stag's head on the wall
Yeah.
in here.
Good. No, I love that. That's awesome. All right. Well, between now and next session, if you can give me a bit of an indication of where you want to go, because this is a very open kind of spot you guys are in. So there's a couple of quest hooks that you've sort of found so far. If you tell me, hey, we just want to explore the town, meet more people, I'll prepare for that. If you say, well, it's fucking do or die, ride or die now with this gang, then I'll sort of prepare in that direction. If you want to go looking for Gundren or the orcs that you kind of heard rumors about and things like that, let me know, because there's a realm of near infinite possibilities, and I can prepare some of them.
Right, Thorndeer
thought the
lives his
rogue
life
thing-
a quarter mile at a time, mate. Fucking-
Yeah, I thought the rogue thing is a good thing to kind of go off from now, because I mean that's what we went with.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out and go to bed as well.
Cool.
Catch you guys. Thanks for the games.
No,
No
guys.
That's it,
drama.
fam.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, I think the rogue thing is a good idea. Honestly,
Yeah, no.
Head down that angle.
yeah, I'm all for that.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All for that.
All right. Well,
Thanks, damn daddy.
no worries, my children. I'm glad I almost killed some of you. We'll get.
Hey,
you
look,
did
it isn't a starting mission if Thorndeer doesn't get critted in the back and almost dies.
Mate, and the thing is like those rolls, you see them. Like I can't do anything.
I know, dude. I'm glad I was seeing them because I was like, this fucking giving me this. There's a lot of spice going on here.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, yo, why the fuck did we waste all our fucking awesome rolls on some drinking contest when we go into battle and then we start getting threes?
You made 5 gold. Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Can't spend it if you're dead.
Oh, mate. I was getting worried there.
What do you think of rolling death saves secretly?
Oh, it's such a good idea.
Cool.
Well, we just don't know, do we? That's good.
Yeah. So very
And
much.
realistically, if someone's unconscious, the only person no one really needs to know except the GM.
Yeah. Because I didn't know we were going into combat there, I didn't really prepare for myself. And also getting critted in the back first fucking combat round was a bit rough. But yeah, normally I do have to stand back because I think me and Towley being the only ones that have healing that can do shit, so that I might actually stand back a bit.
Yeah. Well, you two and Carlos, right, have healing spells.
And our paladin.
And the paladin. Yeah. That's
And the
true as well.
paladin.
Yeah.
He
No,
messaged me saying he had a nap and he just didn't wake up till like 9.
fair.
Sure,
It
he
happens.
did. What a pussy. He
But-
said he was.
Also know that the world is the world, and I am not preparing it with your character party makeup in mind.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Either I'm going off part of it's obviously the adventure that I'm going off, but also part of it I'll just be like, oh, this sounds reasonable of what is here, and then you guys will need to make the call. And there is always, it's very hard to actually get this into D&D players' heads, but there is always the option of retreat, and there is always the option of surrender. Usually, often you'll never take surrender, but retreat can be an option.
Yeah, like you're probably not going to surrender to a whole bunch of mindless orcs. Like that's not a good idea.
Yeah, but people who, bandits, maybe not going to kill you. Maybe they'll, take you captive or something like that. That's a risk you could take, especially like town guard come after you for burning down a pub. You might not want to go guns blazing, Ned Kelly style in that one, but.
We're talking about. We're gonna just perceive. I'm gonna fucking tell them it was the fucking guys that cut me to pieces for no reason by the side of the pub.
Yeah.
Town guard. Go after the red cunts.
Although you
We
think
just wanted. I just wanted a Pepsi. I just wanted a Pepsi.
although your time in this town now, you've certainly not seen any town like this is too frontier a town for town guard. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they probably don't even have a proper sheriff yet, kind of thing.
Oh. Hey Timmy, let's become sheriff.
Hmm?
No, let's become
No.
sheriff.
Actually, no. Aaron, I got this. You become the sheriff. I'll become the underworld leader.
The underworld bar. But then they don't know that we're in it together.
Correct.
Have you watched Deadwood, the show?
A
No.
little bit of it. Not for a long time though.
Yeah, so there's one of the main guys. Is it Ian McShane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all just like fucking cocksucker this, cocksucker that. He runs the gem saloon, and he like essentially runs all the crime and whoring and all this kind of stuff in the town, all the gambling. And then the other guy is the sheriff of the town, and like they have this like mutual respect, but kind of hate each other.
No, it's like in the Simpsons, where it's like Chief William handing the big sack of cash to like Mayor Quimby. Like you didn't see this people. That's funny.
Yeah, Fat Tony as and the whole
Fat Tony.
Not good. How do you know you don't like a bribe if you've never taken one?
I'd even be cool with having a fucking town that we then grow. You know what I mean? Like we just fucking decided to take up shop here or something like that, and then we just make it into like, this bustling city.
That's totally an option.
For a point, I don't know. Thornd is more of a roamer, but he's got to spread the name. But I don't know. Like he could settle down for a little bit.
Well, you can always
honestly, I would love to. I would love to go like on a sea adventure anyway.
Oh, that's what I want to do, man. I want to go. We'll get some gold up and I can get a ship.
Yeah. So obviously, from this adventure, which is the starter adventure, will probably get you to like level 4 in a bit.
Yeah.
Assuming you'll make it out alive and stuff, and that's effectively your backstory, right? Like then it's the real. We can get into the sort of bigger, wider adventure. But I am planning a sea campaign that's gonna share a same world as one of my other. Like, I've got a second campaign that's also gonna be thrust into the sea campaign. So I'm starting to build a map and sort of factions.
Nice.
So one faction's kind of going to be based on Australia, one's New Zealand, one's Micronesia, one's Southeast Asia, one's China.
Awesome.
And there'll be assuming we go down that path, this is just in my head of what I'm planning, that you take sort of the money from this job, use that to get maybe a loan to get yourself a ship, and like a crew, and then hit the high seas, and then you've got to, I don't know, do you sidle up to a couple of the certain factions? Do you try and make good with them? Do you just become an independent privateer? Do you have to go fight other pirates? Do you try and politics your way up through, one faction? Do you play them off against each other? Like, a lot of options ahead there. So I am working on a sea campaign, and I've been doing a couple of DM prep kind of live streams, like planning out some of the factions and stuff. Cool. That's in the works, especially because I think that was the kind of with some of your characters, like the theme that would work well, right?
Yeah, totally. I think we need to do next. Okay. Like, I reckon if we follow down that rogue path and then we go find Gundren and then we'll go out in the sea.
Yeah, we got to get this doof operational and then have a big party and then get a boat. I reckon. But shit could change, who knows?
I wonder if Ymir is like the Dothraki, where like because he's from the mountains, like he doesn't trust the ocean.
Getting him on a ship's gonna be funny.
Like Towley's got to give him some special milk or something.
That's when I tie him up.
Yeah. You tie him to the mast.
we make him the little trophy at the front. What are they called again?
The figurehead.
The figurehead. We make him the figurehead of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny.
The mournful screams of a fucking giant.
Just violently puking, being seasick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. No, I love it. All right, guys. I'm going to call it there too. I will.
Too easy.
chat to you online, I'm sure, between now and next week. And
Definitely.
yeah, you can maybe start, Timmy, start thinking of ideas. Are you, do you want to take over an existing gang, start a new gang, or just start eyeing off people who would be interesting in a crew?
That's what I want to do. I have people interesting in a crew,
Hmm.
and then just kind of go from there. So like that. Yeah, definitely that. Amass a cool crew together.
Yeah. And because I was playing around with some ship ideas. Like a ship has, like a 20 crew or something like that, but we'll have, you know, 3 to 5 named crew members who are kind of your sidekicks.
Yep.
And the rest are just nameless, swashbucklers or whatever. But remember, a ship is like a stronghold, and a stronghold really isn't yours till you have to defend it. So um, be sure that on those rough seas, there's going to be other pirates wanting to take your ship from you.
I love that though.
Be ready.
You know, I love the idea of that. Just having like sea battles.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's so cool.
I could
Slinging.
imagine Thorindir with some fucking gigantic like mini cannon. know?
Yeah, dude.
Just like a mini cannon, and then you just fucking blast cunts.
And just like Grimsbane Fortune written on the side. Or what they write on the cannons, like the last argument of kings, something like that, like the last argument of Grimsbane.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where the little dwarf character does have a little hand cannon thing and it's just fucking flying backwards.
Dude, just shoots backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's funny as hell.
So there's definitely because in the other game I'm running, the fighter has done a similar thing where he's an ex-pirate captain and he's got a gun, or he's got a pistol. And
yeah, I was hoping for like some like flintlock pistols. That's what I was going for.
yeah, and so there's rules for flintlock pistols and like muskets and stuff, and we can certainly look into that where it would make sense for you to find something like that, like maybe in an old ruin, because they're not readily accessible, but they also have a chance to break if you roll poorly, which is hilarious, or blow up in your face, which is even more hilarious. Also, I think they have like a loading property where it's like you get a shot and then you have to use your bonus action to reload, kind of thing.
Right.
So they can do a lot more damage.
Great.
They can do a lot more damage, but then it's like harder for you to sneak around, right? Because you're spending more time like loading.
Yeah, right.
So it becomes this kind of this cost benefit trade off, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, cool. I'm all for it. Yeah, whatever you want to talk about it, I'm keen to, because like I would definitely love to like get a pirate crew together, and then like we have like we can sail it around, go on adventures, do all the things.
All about it.
All the things.
All the things. Just have a Carlos can have a room in every port.
Fingers in each holes.
Fingers in all the blowholes.
Oh, good lord.
All right, on that note, I'm going to call it a night. I'll see you guys later.
Man.
See ya.
Thank you to everyone who had been tuning in. That was our sort of session 3, I believe, 2 or 3 of Lost Mines of Phandelver with the Tatts and Tarasques crew. Still going through the basics, obviously, but they're getting there, and they've had a little bit of battle now, a bit of a skirmish, and they're starting to come out of their shells a little bit with role playing, which I think is awesome. If you haven't already, please hit follow and do all that kind of stuff. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you have, even if it's just been a few moments. I've been your DM Daddy, Sheriff Dan, and have a lovely evening.